or whatever. That'll do.
Okay, you good?
Yep.
Alright, so, oh lord. So, first things first. Like, right before this stream, well, actually, first things first. Right before the stream was like the Smash Invitational and shit, so we only have like 30 minutes before Salmon Run closes. But,
Great.
it's fine. Hey, Biggs.
I still want to sit around and chat shit afterward at least.
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, we always do that anyways, so... But, the gameplay will only last...
I might even just jump in turf war while we chat shit, I don't know.
For a maximum of 30 minutes. But yeah, also right before this, the Octo expansion was announced not for summer 2018, but for tomorrow 2018. So...
If you're American.
Well, isn't it like...
No, it's if you're American, I checked.
Is it the day after for everyone else?
Yeah, day after.
Yeah, that's because it's coming out...
That's
because it's coming out in the evening in America, so it's just time zone jank, I'm pretty sure. We're kind of like how America got the Mario Tennis Aces thing last because of time zone stuff.
Nah, I'm pretty sure that we get an actual day after.
It said evening, so I might, like, I don't even know what's gonna happen because right before...
Because they said evening for you, but then they said morning for us. Like, that doesn't line up time zone-wise.
Morning for you?
Yeah, that doesn't line up time zone-wise.
Yeah, like 5 hours from like 7 or 8 or whatever is 1 in the morning or so.
Like, that's not morning, that's night.
Okay. No. Kind of, yes.
Yes.
But after,
no, yes,
after
it's nighttime.
Everything after midnight is technically morning as well.
Technically, but like, in
Look,
actuality,
time
it's
is
still
the
night.
dumbest fucking thing of all fucking time. I'm arguing about, like, what Nintendo
What I'm saying is their
definition
content, it
of
should have just been universally the same fucking day.
I mean, I don't agree
They
with the time
can
zone
do.
thing either, but like it's not that bad. When you said like, but only in America, I thought you were saying like it was a week behind for everyone else. I'm like, what?
No,
Yeah.
it's a day behind, but that's still dick.
I think that it's probably fine.
I thought we were fucking past this, but apparently not.
It's better than summer. Yeah, the best podcast. Yeah, I was talking to my employer before this, and like, there's this dog that needs an overnight tomorrow night, and I'm doing well, it's tomorrow evening, so the preschool graduation I'm helping with won't even matter. So I might go live late tomorrow night with.
There's preschool graduation.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's like a private school kind of thing, I guess.
Okay.
My aunt has a preschool, basically.
Okay.
So that's gonna be fucking annoying tomorrow, but whatever. And then I have that dog, but after that I should be able to like get dinner and then probably do Octo expansion because I want to finish Zelda tonight. So
I'm not gonna be watching that because I actually want to play that purely blind.
oh yeah, of course.
I'm not gonna like stream it or anything. Probably I just want to see it myself. But you know, I won't be able to get that until either 2 weeks time, best case scenario, or a whole month from now.
Oh my god, I almost just walked off. So I was looking at chat.
Stop.
Yeah, that's the big news, and pre-order it now. Don't forget to pre-order it now if you want that gear. So,
We should probably get on to the actual meat of the discussion.
yeah, I mean,
There's much to get to.
yeah, I kind of want to do I don't know about a whole overview. There was stuff I intentionally skipped because I didn't really care about it. So hopefully you have all the stuff you care about written down.
You mean
somewhere.
like half of Nintendo's conference, apparently?
Yeah, apparently. I mean, I actually didn't go back and look at those tweets to write down everything either. So, because yeah, I already knew that you had it. So it's fine there. But
Also, hello, Biggs, Novell, and
damn it. The 3 E's. So yeah, I have this whole thing. We kind of talked about EA last time because we did EA.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about them. They're fucking
We
nonsense
didn't,
anyway.
we didn't talk about the Command and Conquer mobile game though, and how they were hyping that up. That was pretty.
The most
That was pretty bad.
The best way to sum that up was before they named it as Command and Conquer. I said this looks like a shit knockoff of Command and Conquer,
And
then
it
they called it
was.
that, and then I just shit my pants and wept for another desecrated corpse.
My favorite thing, like with all mobile games, is the trailer that's like live action and doesn't actually represent the game at all.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's EA. You know, it's just EA. They show
it's
games,
shit.
but no one really cares about them.
And they don't even show games. They show CGI trailers that say there's a game here at some point.
That's at some point.
At some point.
So all right, then there's Microsoft, and they opened with Master Chief, and that's it. Just showed Master
Halo
Chief.
Infinite, which is just it's just Master Chief. He's just there.
They didn't show anything about it. So
Nope.
how am I supposed to get hyped for it?
We presume it's a battle royale by the name, but it could literally be anything. They just called it Halo Infinite and then didn't say anything else.
It's not a good name, but it's a whole other topic. Yeah, no Halo Master Collection or whatever the fuck they called that for PC. I think that's like the only thing I was like maybe semi-interested in.
You're interested in trying Halo?
A bit. I mean, everyone fucking loves Halo, and there are definitely people
It's a
around
good series up until 4. But it's a good
who would
series.
play with me. So I'm like, yeah, I'd try it out.
I'd play it. If it was on PC, it would probably be Windows 10 on having it. So.
No.
But,
Yeah,
if it
that's,
was on PC,
that's
I'd play
definitely
that
true. But oh shit.
But Halo is a good time. And, like, Halo Reach is some of the actual genuine best sequences in a shooter I've seen.
And then after that was Ori 2, which
Which is exactly just Ori 1 again by the
we
look of it.
don't know. Do you even play Ori 1?
No,
No.
but like what I'm saying is I could not visually discern one from the
I
other.
don't think it needs to be visually discernible.
I'm not saying like, oh, it has the same graphical style. I mean, it looks like exactly the same shit again. Like small fluffy creature in a
think
dark
that
world
that's-
that steals its innocence.
I think that is a loaded phrase.
It's just the same exact thing again. It's kind of alright.
That has so many implications that are almost definitely completely incorrect. But I mean, like just saying it's the same game.
Yeah.
That's so. You know what? Whatever. I haven't played Ori 1. I have it. I want to play it. So there being an Ori 2 because everyone apparently loves it is very interesting. Yeah, I know nothing about it. And then Sekiro.
Which was sick looking.
Is that from?
From Software.
So it's Neo
Doing their own samurai games, and it's fucking sick looking. Aesthetically, gameplay wise, like it looks fucking rad.
And From Software didn't do Neo, right?
No, that's Team Ninja.
Okay, because I always hear that it's Japanese Dark Souls, so I was wondering if they just did their
This
thing.
is not an RPG, so it isn't going to be playing like Dark Souls or anything like that. This is an action game in the vein of shit like, well, Ninja Gaiden and shit apparently. So that's an
Gaiden?
interesting turn for, Gaiden,
I think
whatever.
it's Gaiden, but
Gaiden, whatever. I just heard it said Gaiden so many times, I just say that automatically.
well, if it's not like Dark Souls, aka hard as shit and very uninviting for a.
I mean,
like
it's
me.
probably going to be hard as shit.
Fuck!
Because,
God damn you,
I
From
mean,
Software.
action games like this tend towards being hard because they're designed for hardcore cunts who want to like get their shit punched in while they learn.
I'm just a sucker for Japanese styled games.
Aesthetics,
Yeah.
it's a
So
fantastic.
I want to
aesthetic.
play it, and it's gonna be good. I'm almost certain. So I want to play
play
it.
it.
No, I'll be
Why?
bad.
Oh well, like everyone starts bad. You have to fucking learn, man. That's how it works. That's how this whole genre is built. You start shit and then you build up to like triple S rank on their vengeance, no hits.
Well, we'll see what happens when it comes out and you play it, and you can recommend if I should do that or Dark Souls first. Yeah, that's
But
definitely.
yeah, no, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. That looks fucking rad.
Great game.
It's also a multiplat.
Oh
So it's
yeah.
in-
Well,
on everything, which is a recurring trend.
Everything
here.
at Microsoft's is a multi-plat, so Let's just get that out of the way.
Yeah, this is kind of a problem with the show. Like, on the whole, I thought it was actually a great show.
Oh yeah, no, Microsoft did a great job presenting like a bunch of games and actually kind of presenting them and showing interesting shit, even that isn't just Madden.
A variety of shit.
So, like,
it's just, you know, I'm not going to be buying an Xbox One anytime soon.
Yeah, it's basically they stole everyone else's homework, but it seemed much better than it was because they went first. That's my impression.
Yeah.
But it was still good, so...
Which is a fair way to do it.
You know, it's not... Oh, like, Microsoft was very good at E3. Like, I don't know how to describe it, because they did a good show, but it's, like, not something...
It doesn't sell you on their hardware, yeah.
So it's a weird double-edged sword, I think. Don't call for help the moment you die, you stupid fucking idiot. Yeah, what's after that? The Life is Strange game? I mean...
I have no interest.
The first game was okay, the second game was actually really bad. So, I'm kind of... Well, you know, not Life is Strange 2, but Before the Storm or whatever.
Is that not Life is Strange?
No, Life is Strange 2 is coming out later.
Okay.
So it's like, I don't know what you would call it.
Another installment.
Game developers are fucking weird about naming their games like this. It's not the second Life is Strange game, but it's like this kid, and he's doing kid things, and I can see like people who are into that enjoying it, I guess, maybe, but not. That's definitely not my.
I feel like you could have phrased that a wee bit
I don't
better.
care. People know what I'm talking about. The interesting thing is, like, they said that it'll kind of like have connections to Life is Strange 2, probably something you'll see in hindsight, which sounds interesting.
Yeah.
But
or the ending of it will be like some dramatic event.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah, if they just do it more like the first game and less like the second game, which I kind of doubt, then I'll be interested maybe. But that's in Life is Strange 2, not really in the kid game.
Mm.
You didn't mind Before the Storm? Oh, well, it's not... Before the Storm isn't a game where like the ending is really bad. It just kind of like... I didn't like it throughout, just because of how the character is. You know? I've just like seeing in all caps... My favorite thing about Microsoft's conference, but we have to get down to that. Crackdown 3.
I don't care.
That's the one with the Old Spice guy. I don't know anything about Crackdown, so I was going to ask you.
My only thought while watching that was just, man, video games sure are expensive as we hire this Hollywood star to scream at length over a trailer and use his likeness in game.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Yeah, also I watched Life is Strange, but you really need to play it?
I mean, with games like that, watching it is close enough. Like, this is the same thing with, like, narrative experiences, like David Cage games. Like, watching them is genuinely close enough.
But you have to watch all the paths to get the full experience, of course.
Yeah, if you want.
Which I guess is actually kind of true in Detroit, actually, so.
But anyway, yeah, like, Crackdown 1 was actually a fun game. Like, it was just a completely batshit, vaguely superpower themed sandbox game. Before, you know, like Saints Row and other shit happened. Before Saints Row got wacky, even. Is a better way to put that.
Dildos.
Yeah. So, like, you know, like, this looks like it plays like Crackdown. Like, it looks like it'll be, if you want just, like, mindless chaos in a sandbox, off you go. It'll probably play just fine. It's just, you know, I don't have a lot of interest in it.
Yeah, really all I got out of it is we hired Old Spice Man. And everyone liked it, so I can't, you know, I can't be
I mean,
too cynical.
Hey, it's not cancelled yet, so
Oh my god, I suck. I was hoping that was you.
Because that's what we were all thinking it was going to be cancelled.
I didn't even know it was
silent for so long.
In development, so.
When they originally announced it like 4 years ago, the footage they shown was completely CG because they didn't even have a game developed yet. It was just a completely CG movie and that was all they had. Now they actually have a game to show. So, you know, hey, progress.
Yeah, oh my god, I can't get up this hill. Nope, it's gone. After that was Kingdom Hearts 3, and I think we should just...
Sick as hell.
We should just roll it all together, because Microsoft didn't show
Sure.
Rat Boy Genius, and Microsoft didn't show Realistic Pirate Man, but like,
Oh yeah, it's because Square Enix wanted like one trailer per conference.
isn't like who's developing that game?
Square Enix.
Square Enix. Why would Square Enix not take the pie for Captain Jack Sparrow and just have Ratatouille as their new thing? Hello? What are they doing? Well,
What?
something had to save Sony, I guess, but we'll get to that. But yeah, like Kingdom Hearts 3, it's looking pretty interesting.
It looks visually gorgeous. Oh my fucking god! Like there's like the fucking Tangled and Frozen characters look like they're fucking movie renders. It's ridiculous.
Like not Jack Black. Why do I keep saying that? The Pirates of the Caribbean.
Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, Jack Black Sparrow. Like, did you see that image of like Sora, Jack Sparrow, and then Donald and Goofy all standing next to each other? I guess it was a still from the trailer. But like, just how Donald and Goofy are like colored or whatever, or filtered. I don't even know how you would describe it. Looks so weird but so cool. And it's like,
Well, yeah, it's because they're like filtered to match like the more, I guess, realistic lighting and coloring of the setting. You want us like in Kingdom Hearts 2 when they had only PS2 graphics to work with, and it was a fucking disaster.
I never really played or paid attention to that, but seeing the screenshot, like, it wasn't as bad as
you splashed down on that and just sent me to my doom.
It wasn't as bad as people were saying, but I like once you look at it for a bit, you do see it's like that's kind of funny. So it looks much better. I think that people are pleased that they actually redid it to make it look viable.
Also, like, the gameplay looks sick as hell. It's like it's the hack and slash gameplay of Kingdom Hearts 2 just on fucking steroids.
I mean, like, and we might get into this later. It's like I'm kind of sick of the pirate shit at E3. The stupid fucking boats, the cannons.
There was a lot of it. Yes.
Yeah. So Kingdom Hearts having that, I was just like, ugh. And then Sora underwater, and I hate underwater in every video game except Yoshi's Story, even Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. So I was like,
I mean, I'll give it a pass because like this is a return to one of their previous settings, like a grandfathered in my opinion.
I just hate underwater, and then like this, like I don't even know what the fuck was happening in the sky. The flying thing that he was on looked like controlled pretty.
Just grind rails.
The grind rails are fine.
They looked pretty smooth to me. I don't know.
Like he like would jolt all the way across the screen and then jolt all the way back. That kind of thing. I'm just like, okay, but yeah. Who knows?
But it looks so fucking good, and
Looks
there was this
visually.
like fucking mad-ass plot reveal at the end of the Microsoft one that was like, oh my Jesus Christ, this data raised.
Norton.
She's been fucking corrupted, and it's like, oh shit.
But I'm with all the
And also,
people.
I forget where they revealed it. I think it was a Microsoft conference where like their bundle. No, it wasn't. It would have been the Sony one because the collections aren't on Xbox.
Yeah.
They reveal like they're just bundling like the 0.28 collection in with the other two for PS4.
That's like kind of cool, but the problem with
It
that
helps me because I was like gonna buy the lot when I had money and just like play the whole series.
Okay, because like I
didn't
kind of
craft
feel like
to
it's marketed
figure
towards
everything
people who are new to the series more, but like I don't really want to invest that much money in a series I don't know I'm gonna like.
I mean, like this bundle of collection is gonna be like standard retail price at most.
Hey, isn't it like $60? So that's not that bad, but like
And you're getting like 6 actual games and then 3 games condensed into little 2-hour movie things.
it's a good deal by all means, and especially a great way for people to get into the series. But you know, buyer beware, I guess. So I mean, I can't really talk because I bought you the entire Danganronpa series, and I didn't.
You did.
I didn't entirely. I wasn't entirely confident you'd like it either. So. Oh well. After Kingdom Hearts. Oh yeah, wait, Chris, hold the phone. Ratatouille is in it, as a mini game.
Yeah.
I was hoping for a food world with food-based Heartless, but oh well. I mean, you probably couldn't make a Ratatouille world, but
No, I don't think you could, honestly.
I haven't watched the movie, but from what I've
I know,
read,
it's a good movie. I don't like having watched it. I don't think you could. Like, I think the minigame is like the best way they could have done that.
yeah, I mean, at least it's Ratatouille representation, right? I want my up representation now.
I mean, you might get
Put
it.
Kevin
You might
in.
even if only as like a summon, you might
Put
get
Kevin in as a summon. Put Munce's Blimp in as a summon. And there was, oh yeah, how can I forget the best world in all of Kingdom Hearts, let alone in gaming history. Right here, Frozen Elsa world in Kingdom Hearts. Oh my god, the best reveal ever.
it.
Everyone.
I mean, I know like that's sarcasm, but fuck me if that world doesn't look goddamn
Yeah,
pretty.
it's a snow world, so I can't be too mad. But like, Elsa is just the same. She's like, ooh, everyone thinks I'm a danger. I'm gonna lock myself away in this.
Well, that's kind of
building.
the point. Like you're like interrupting these worlds in the middle of their movie plots. That's like half the point of these. Is like, like the first time you arrive, you're just in the movie.
I have to
plot.
say, I don't know. I just feel like they could have made her a better character because I hate that shit.
I mean, Disney wouldn't let them though. They have to, you know, remember, it's not like they have free writing around here. They have to run this all past the corporate overlords.
Just like and then like the thing is, oh, there's that, and then you add darkness on top of it. Ah. Also, is that the only one? Olaf wasn't animated at all. He didn't turn his body at all. He didn't even move his eyes.
It was very unsettling.
He's animated better in the movie, I'm pretty sure. Like, he's not like that in the movie. It's not like a style choice because he's a snowman. So, like, he doesn't have movable limbs. No, he moved. It's just like, I hope he's not like that in the final game because that makes him even creepier. Yeah, I think that's really all I had to say about Frozen and all that shit.
Kingdom Hearts 3 looks rad.
Upworld, give it to me. Still waiting. How many worlds are there usually in Kingdom Hearts?
Anywhere from like 15 to 20.
And how many have we seen?
I don't know offhand. Over 10 at this point.
Oh shit, I wasn't paying attention. Over 10? Oh god damn it. That's not much room left.
No.
When's it coming out again?
It's like January 25th, if I remember. Or 2019, sorry.
Oh right, yeah. February, basically. Okay.
Everything else is January 25th. Well, I'm not even joking about that either. It's like fucking 4 different games got revealed at this show for January 25th. It's nuts.
Alright, let's see. After Kingdom Hearts was Forza, which...
I have no interest in... Well, I mean, I had interest in this one because it's set in the UK, so I could just make constant jokes about the UK being a shithole.
But, it's like... I mean, Moldy was excited for it, I think, so, you know. I guess it has an audience.
I mean, I'm sure
right?
they're good games for, like... Well, yeah, they sell, like, millions every year. Like, I'm sure they're perfectly fine games. I just... You know, I'm not a car person.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, I feel like there might not be enough to do.
It's one of those things that appears at every Microsoft show.
But they didn't bring out the car! They didn't, like...
They didn't, no.
Like, everybody says, like, it's dumb and bad, but I think everyone actually loves it. I love it.
It's because it's fucking fun.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
like,
stupid.
I think it would only made Microsoft's conference better if they panned out to, like, you know, the not direct feed and there was a car there.
Is the car mysteriously in the audience?
So that's why Forza isn't gonna be good. But yeah, they have the blimp events or whatever, and like you get to drive around in the world with people, I guess. But
I mean, all I really have to say about it is you can tell like foreigners made it because it's the UK with like actual color and life in it.
well, everyone hates dreary and brown video games, so you kind of have to. It's a video game, right? You kind of have to.
I mean, there's nothing brown here. It's all gray.
You have to suspend your disbelief for the sake of fiction, right? Yeah, it could be good. Not really interested myself, but oh my god, remember the text bubbles? Like
I don't.
But like with how you interact with other people, it's like wanna drift, and then one of them was like drifting.
I must have missed that.
And they looked like smartphone text bubbles. I was like, oh my god.
Missiles and rain, sniping, hell.
Can't use this weapon.
Of course I'm dead. Anyway, next.
Next was We Happy Few, which I thought was out months ago. Is it really not out? Is that not DLC or something?
No, it's not out.
Is it supposed to be out?
Nah, well, I mean, it had an early access release
Oh,
ages
maybe
ago.
that's one thing.
The game that like advertised itself as like a Bioshock sort of thing has only ever shown itself as a Bioshock sort of thing, and then when it came out in early access, it was just another survival game, only with even like worse and more poorly balanced meters and shit.
That sucks, because the concept actually looks pretty neat.
I mean, it did, but then like I actually like read the setting notes in an interview with Compulsion Games, and it's basically a big rant about how antidepressants actually make people worse.
Oh, okay, that's good.
So you know, like it's also like it's morally reprehensible. No, I'm not even kidding about that either. Like, it's literally about how like all the people in this town are like depressed because of some great accident or whatever, and then antidepressants actually just made them even worse. And like the joy is meant to represent like super antidepressants and how it's evil and makes everyone hide their true emotions and feelings and corrupts them from inside. It's fucking bad.
After that is Tales of Vesperia being localized.
Yeah.
Mostly,
I mean, not localized. This was an announcement. Like we didn't know this remaster was happening.
so it's a remaster.
Yes, Tales of Vesperia originally released on Xbox 360, years ago, and it was localized years ago, which is fine. The real thing was that a PS3 re-release with more content, more like a whole new character, like more story content, loads of new shit. But because of Microsoft's extremely dickish like contracts, because they help pay for the localization, and I think part of the development, they would not let that improved version be like localized years later.
Okay, so that's what that is.
So this version is the actual PS3 proper true version, and we're actually getting it now on like fucking everything. Even the Switch is getting it. So like I'm debating PS4 and Switch. Tales of Vesperia is an extremely good game, generally regarded as like the best of the Tales series, so it's highly recommended. You don't need to like play other ones because it's one of those things like Final Fantasy where every game is a different world.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say maybe one day I'll play all the Tales games.
And yes, Noel, I am Great Britain. Our local GameStop equivalent is just game.
Game.
Just game. Just typing in like Game UK, it'll be like the one with the big purple logo. Yeah, like, Tales of Vesperia, I'm happy to see that. Like, I'm glad to see it at long last. There's lots of Twitter jokes about that one time.
I was about to say.
Namco Bandai Europe rep sassed someone for asking for the PS3 release.
Yeah, they said, like, we're going to be localizing all that shit. And then someone said Tales of Vesperia PS3. And they said, not that one.
No, not that one.
And then now everybody, like, once it was announced, just started replying to them, yes, that one. Even the official...
Even the official Tales account and replying to the Namco Bandai account saying, yeah, that one. It was fucking great. No worries, Novell. I'm kind of curious what you're looking for. Yeah, like, Tales of Vesperia, highly recommended. You don't need to play like any other games, just pop right in.
It's anime, though.
I mean, we're playing anime right now.
Doesn't belong at E3. Division 2?
Ah, UK eShop card, I see.
Alright. Division 2, I mean, I think the only interesting thing there is that they did the fake gamer chat, which everyone hates.
I fucking hate that.
It's the worst E3 trope.
Dude, it makes me hate the game. Like, it actively makes me dislike the game. Like, not that I liked it to begin with, because, the Division as a concept is this, like, morally disgusting in every single level. Because it's literally secret government agents murder masses of the poor and downtrodden trying to survive in a broken world.
That's true.
Just for being the poor and just, like, downtrodden.
It's true.
So, and you're meant to play as those government agents, and you're meant to feel good about what you do for some reason. Because, that's what Tom Clancy games are half the time. Like, they're just American oorah power fantasies about crushing the weak enemies of America who are simultaneously super powerful. Yeah. How much is the Octopus Band? I have no idea.
$20.
I won't know until, like...
Can't you pre-order it?
I don't have any money to pre-order it.
No, I mean, but, like, can't you pre-order it so you'd see the price?
I mean, I can't do that now.
I was just saying, like, it'd be weird if they just made it non-pre-orderable outside
No,
the
yeah,
US.
there'll be a price on this pre-order page, sure, but like I have no idea.
Well, what's $20 in pretendy money?
I don't know, like 15 quid. But
It's
you know
not
the way
bad.
exchange rates actually work.
Alright,
for
it could be
companies, it's probably
20.
more like it's probably more like 21 quid.
It could be the exact same, but in a in a different currency.
Yeah, because that's how it definitely works. Sure.
Oh, jeez. All right. After that,
17.99. Fuck me, Nintendo. Christ.
it's pretty expensive.
That's fucking pricey.
I mean, 80 levels. I don't know. That's pretty big, I guess.
I mean, I guess it's it's more than that fucking game.
Yeah.
But even so.
After that, I have no wheelhouse in this. Devil May Cry 5. The Gavin section of the
Yes.
Salmon run.
They're back.
All
They've done it.
I know is like,
When I first saw it, I shit my pants because I thought it was the reboot because he looks like the fucking reboot Dante does Nero. But it's not. It's proper Devil May Cry, and it's fucking good again, and it's great.
Let me get this straight. The gray-haired individual is Dante, the protagonist of the series.
I mean, like, yes.
Okay.
I guess he would be the gray one now, because like Nero's just more pure white.
I mean, I don't know if the hair was white, right?
The guy who took up the most of the trailer was Nero. He's the guy with the robot arm.
Okay.
Dante is the madman riding a motorcycle at the end.
Okay, I didn't really see that, I think. So...
Yeah, he's at the end, and he just comes tearing on the motorcycle going, whoa! You know, the way Dante does. It's pretty much exactly his character.
The thing about Nero is, like, half the time he looks really good. Like, he reminds me of, like, Grant Kirkhope and that dude from Pokemon Sun and Moon. What's his name? The Meowth dude?
Nanu?
Yeah, that guy. Reminds me of that. And then the other half of the time he looks really ugly. Like, I don't know why.
It's kind of the fact that they're using the Resident Evil 7 engine, and the way that does faces is kind of...
Yeah, that's probably it's the face, right?
Yeah, but, you know, it does, you know, visuals and performance really well, so, you know, it's a price off there.
I did all I could.
But yeah, no, it looks sick. Like, the bits of combat we see in both in that trailer and in footage afterwards, it looks extremely complex and nuts. There's stuff like where you kick enemies into the air, you beat them up, you boot them away from you, and detonate your robot fist at a distance to bounce them in the air to keep them juggled. Like, it looks rad. It looks so good. There's 3 playable characters. They already confirmed, like, 60 FPS, like, out of the gate on all platforms, and I was just like, yes, they've done it. So, you know, fucking sick. Well, I guess that's us kicked out of that.
Salmon run gone.
So let's keep chatting, I guess.
Here's my pre-order box. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Alright, well, move aside, Gavin, because the real big announcement of E3 has arrived, and it's called the Cuphead DLC. Because Cuphead is so good. And the best part about this DLC is new music, obviously. But they said it's going to be like one whole island. I think all 3 like worlds in Cuphead were all part of one island. So it's making me wonder if it's going to be one world or like doubling the game. But given how much work goes into it and the fact that it's coming out so soon, it's almost definitely not doubling it.
Fuck. Hang on. What the hell is happening?
What?
It's claiming streaming encoding overload and it was like tanking frames there. Why the hell?
It's fine on my end, so.
And I know it's OBS just shitting itself for some reason.
Yeah, there are gonna be new bosses. Miss Chalice, I wonder if she's an easy character because she has like a double jump in the trailer. So maybe there's that. And I also wonder if Chef Saltbaker, which is the salt dude, if he's a guide character or whatever, because Cuphead is notoriously a hard game. The Dark Souls of platformers or shooters or whatever people want to call it. So I wouldn't be surprised if they added a little extra helping hand, but with the little thing of calling people salty. It'd be funny. I don't actually know. But more music, more bosses, more animations, more great gameplay, presumably.
Wasn't the DLC called like delectable last course or something.
Yeah, delicious last course. So it's
Yeah, that,
DLC.
which is cheeky. That's cheeky.
New charms, new weapons. It's just like it's gonna be very good and interesting. I'm so glad that that's a thing. The extra gear can still be available after the Octo expansion. Okay.
I mean, most likely. It's like probably just like nowadays, if you just buy it, you get it rather than pre-order.
Oh yeah, you know what? You probably get it. The idea was you probably get it early, right?
Yeah, you probably used it like you got to use it before it was widely available.
Yeah, that's probably it. But I mean, I'm gonna buy it anyway. Why take chances? All right. Well, we haven't even gotten through Microsoft. Oh Lord.
I'm gonna jump into the turf war, I guess, just while we keep
I
chatting.
fucking hate Turf War. I could probably do Puyo though. Maybe.
Yeah, you want just play whatever's with chat shit.
It would have been nice if they extended this, but whatever. After that was Tunic, the Fog Zelda. I really have nothing to say, but people seem excited for that, so that's good.
Oh yeah, that thing. I mean, it looks like a charming Wii game.
Did you know that Link wears a tunic?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I just thought that was interesting.
Hmm.
Yeah, really nothing for that.
No, it exists.
And Jump Force, that anime game, where it's like, I guess...
Which...
What's that?
I mean...
Really?
What do you mean? What?
I thought you would be hyped for that.
Huh?
I mean,
it depends what's in it. Cause like I don't know anything One Piece, and I don't know anything Naruto. And if I want Dragon Ball, like, Fighters exists. I have Fighters, and Fighters looks better graphically.
of course. I mean, that was my big
So-
thing. It looks really ugly. Like, they look weirdly plastic and
Yeah.
sweaty. Like, and there was this picture going around of Frieza in that game and Frieza in Fighter Z. And Frieza in Fighter Z, I thought was actually a screenshot from the anime. So it's just
Yeah,
like,
that's how good Fighter Z looks. Like, it looks like it's just straight up the fucking show.
but I think like that game could be interesting because what's that comic? Is it comic magazine Shonen Jump?
It's Shonen Jump.
Yeah.
Shonen Jump. Yeah.
So it should just be like a bunch of what are they?
It's Shonen Jump characters.
Kind of-
And here's the thing I'm hoping for. JoJo's like most of JoJo was serialized in Shonen Jump. I think it was like around part 6 or 7 it moved to like the more adult Jump variant.
So,
So,
there could be interesting characters revealed and
The
added.
funny thing to me was that Bleach is like over.
Yeah.
Like Bleach got the fucking murdered, so now the Bleach character isn't there where he should have been.
Oh, really?
I mean, normally in the old J-Stars and Ultra Jump games and all that, it would have been, like Dragon Ball, Naruto, One Piece, Bleach. Bleach is dead and unpopular now, so he's just gone. It's just kind of funny to me. Like, I know, fuck, I got stuck. I know I shouldn't laugh, but
I mean, maybe Deku from My Hero Academia might be added. That's really the only other
yeah,
character
that's like, he's like top of Shonen Jump right now, so yeah.
I think could happen. I should actually do like Odyssey. No, that'd be a bad idea. Odyssey free running grinding. No.
He's being tempted by the dark side.
I
I mean, if you wait a second, Novell, and like you really need it, I can like lend you my like mobile number. I trust you enough for that.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I mean, it's Novell. Like, he's not gonna like, what's he gonna do? Like, sign me up to like game text? I already get those.
Yeah, just if they ask you for anything, just say no to everything. If it's anything like
Yeah,
GameStop,
basically. I already get emails from them and shit. Anyway, it's
put
fine.
shit down. Is this endurance? No. Oh, cool. They put me as fish thing though. Hold on. Let me get this set up because I clicked out of the thing. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Let's see. After that was Battletoads, technically.
Yeah, really. I'll like, I trust you enough. I'll throw you mine. Fuck it. But I'll whisper it to you after I'm out of this match.
And boost Puyo. There we go. Hope that's not too loud. Down a bit. Okay, yeah, after that's Battletoads, and they didn't show anything.
They didn't show shit.
So
What they said sounded like a very promising game. They just didn't show it.
Oops, I suck. But, yeah, I mean, if it's actual Battletoads, then that's exciting.
Yeah.
I don't think I can focus while doing this. I'm already, like, being mind-flooded here.
Ah, they pushed back at the end, the cunts.
God damn it. Yeah, I mean...
I don't know how someone can use an end zap and then only get 600 points.
Because it's a great weapon. Oh wait, that's bad.
Yeah, it's 600 points.
Yeah.
It's nothing.
So, looking forward to Battletoads, I think. Because the first game's pretty interesting. I never played it, but I watched it, so... Classic.
I mean, the trailer had the pause music, so they know what they're doing.
They're probably gonna look like their ugly selves in recent times, but... Oh well. I mean, they're gross frogmen. So I guess that's fair. And then after that was everyone's favorite, the Gears of War Funko Pops.
Funko Pop mobile video game.
Yeah, I thought it was just a teaser for the next Gears of War. I mean, I actually wasn't there because I was talking to my employer, but when I saw it, I thought it was just a teaser.
It's fucking...
But it's an actual game? Is it like, what?
Yeah, it's a mobile game of some sort.
And then they tiered Gears of War 5, but I don't give a shit. I don't know if Gavin gives a shit.
No.
But just the fact that it's the Funko Pop game. Wow, look at how far we've come as a society. Really good job. And then the final thing I have on here is Cyberpunk. He's a bit busy.
Yep, I am.
Can't you do this after the stream?
There we go. Ah, that's fine. Alright, but anyway, Cyberpunk. That trailer was like basically just like setting the tone world, like building the world and shit. But you know, damn if it doesn't look good.
I know nothing about Cyberpunk, so.
It's based on a tabletop role playing game, yes, and it's like I think the actual tabletop game is Cyberpunk 2020, and Cyberpunk 2077 is a conceptual setting made by the creators of that, but they never got to make it into a game until now, when CD Projekt Red came to them and was like, hey, we want to make a Cyberpunk game.
Alright.
No worries, Novell, enjoy. Just don't sign me up to weird porn. Cause I get enough of that as is. But yeah, like Cyberpunk 2077, that is exactly my aesthetic. Like, it's a very interesting, gorgeous looking world, like all dystopic and fucked up, and there's like people with like detachable robot faces and stuff. Like, it looks, you know, like a fantastic world, and I know no gameplay, but like, I just intrinsically trust CD Projekt Red to do it justice after The Witcher 3 was like the best Western role-playing game in like actual years. By like several leagues. So, you know, good times.
David Cage probably did it better.
He's not really cyberpunk though, it's just sci-fi.
Robots, they're all the same. Okay, so what conference was after that? Because...
Well, before we get to that, there is one bit of news we didn't touch on because it wasn't game news.
The David Cage one?
No, Microsoft bought like 5 studios, among them Compulsion, who make We Happy Few, which is like, that's a tragic choice to make. And fucking Ninja Theory, which made me and David both burst out laughing when we saw it.
I don't know anything about this shit, so...
Ninja Theory are the really embarrassing and bad developers of the Devil May Cry reboot, among many other failed bad action games. And Microsoft decided to buy them because, you know, that Hellblade game did some money and got like a lot of press dick-sucking for having a really deep story or some shit, despite having God of War reboot tier bad combat. So, you know, whatever. But it was just funny because that was, they just said that was some big bold decision, and like, it's just fucking, you couldn't have made a better choice there, lads.
Well, doesn't that make it a bold decision if it's a bad choice?
I mean, bold in the sense of like a bold child shitting on the carpet, maybe, sure. See the new version of Skyrim. Yeah, Bethesda was next, so.
What? After Mike, were they?
Yes, they were.
I thought Bethesda was later that night.
They were also the next one. There was a mad gap between Microsoft and Bethesda.
Bethesda? I thought Bethesda was day 2.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I got that crack completely out of whack.
I didn't watch Bethesda because it was like 2 a.m. I was like, I just want to sleep instead.
The thing is, I kind of think that they... I don't know. Because
I from what I seen of like highlights and shit, it was a decent show.
I mean, I thought it was real good, maybe? I'm hesitant to say that because I don't know anything. Or don't really care about playing the games, but...
I said to David before I went to sleep, hey, you know, maybe they'll launch a Doom 2, it's been 2 years, and then they did. So, you know, hey, I'm sort of...
And I know nothing about Doom, but I looked it up because Mike, who I was watching there, kept saying Hell on Earth, because there were buildings in the background.
Doom 2, Hell on Earth, yeah.
And Doom 2 is called Doom 2, Hell on Earth, and Doom Guy, as Wikipedia actually officially calls him, is, apparently Doom 1 was on Mars, which I didn't know. And,
yeah, that's his official name is Doom Guy. It's either Doom Guy or Doom Slayer. Pick one.
He was on Mars, and then he came back to Earth, and then the shit fuckheads were there too.
Hell on Earth is.
I didn't know that, but there's the plot for you, and I think it's just gonna follow that.
That's perfectly fine by me.
So it seems like a cool concept because Earth architecture.
Playing this on an RPM Thursday.
Cool.
Enjoying it though. Yeah, but like it's more Doom. It just has to play like Doom, and it will win. It'll just be the best. So you know, hey, sick.
Yeah, I have Doom, and it's on my to play DO.
You need to play it.
Really good. So, you know, it's closer than say Metal Gear or Dark Souls. But I mean, because thank God TF2, I'm actually adept. I don't know about adept, but used to first-person shooters, so I'm not entirely intimidated.
Oh, this doesn't play like first-person shooters you're used to. This is a game of speed and violence.
First-person shooter. I'm not used to any first-person shooter though, except for TF2, I guess. But
that's what I'm saying. It's not like any first-person shooter you're used to.
Yeah, it's good news for a potential player of the first game. But that was later on in the conference. Like, you're jumping the gun to shit no one cares about because they opened with the strongest opening Ubisoft always does. Everyone's favorite,
what?
Just Dance.
We're not on Ubisoft. What are you on about?
God damn it! Because I had Ubisoft. Right. Wait, I had Square Enix after that. Okay, Bethesda. I'm actually gonna cut this. Bethesda. Okay, so Bethesda started in a similar vein of shit everyone loves. So I'm still kind of right. But just loud music.
It was Andrew WK, wasn't it?
I don't know. It was just really loud, like rock music or whatever.
Yeah, that would have been him.
It was
because like I saw that he was at their show, and that's like a perfect choice. I'm happy with.
It was like really funny. I don't know why, but I liked it. You know. So yeah. I guess that's a good thing. But that was for Rage 2, which looks fine.
Yeah, they used one of Andrew WK's songs in the original Rage 2 trailer.
Not a game I'm gonna get, but if people are excited for it, it looks pretty alright.
I haven't seen gameplay enough, but I've heard it's basically looking like another Doom, and you know, why the fuck not, really?
It had that shit where it's like, you know, kind of stealth around gameplay, which I hate.
Fuck that.
It wasn't really stealth, like, because you would come out and then throw a disc around a dude, and then it carried the dude several feet into the air before exploding. So.
Okay, no, that's fun.
It wasn't.
I'll see and judge for myself.
Yeah, it wasn't boring. It was just there was some of that, which I'm just like, it's fun to play, but it's really not fun to watch at E3. You know, like, why not just show better gameplay? But the gameplay was fine enough, I guess. So Rage 2 didn't seem that bad. After that was Doom 2, which is called Doom 2 Eternal, which...
Well, it's just Doom Eternal.
Doom Eternal, sorry. And, you know, not a very good name, I don't think. But how do you name a video game? You just don't. Fuck it. Who cares?
Should have just called it Hell on Earth again, 'cause fuck it, why
They
not?
really should have, but whatever. After that was Prey.
Prey DLC.
Yeah, which actually I was pretty interested in. So that's cool. It's like they made like a roguelike version of it.
Fair enough.
And then Prop Hunt, which everyone's like, oh, TF2 did that in 2007. But like, are you really gonna complain about more Prop Hunt elsewhere? Like, are you? I'm not. That seems cool. And it's on the moon, everyone's favorite place. At least it's my favorite place. How am I gonna carry this? Some of this. Wolfenstein Youngblood? I didn't know if you had anything to say about that.
I mean, from what I haven't played Wolfenstein 2, from what I heard, they kind of really fucked the gameplay balance in it, so I'm like hesitant. Although I will say thematically, making it a game about like two young Jewish girls going around murdering Nazis is like fucking hilarious considering how mad that makes weird people on the internet. So, you know, fair play, got off to a good start.
Classic internet.
So, you know, I support it. I just hope they've like learned lessons from people's criticisms of Wolfenstein 2.
Perhaps. Next I wrote Todd Howard. Todd Howard isn't a game, but Todd Howard is a pretty charming man. So I think that's
He's become self-aware, hasn't he?
Yeah, like did you watch it? Like,
no, I've seen the highlights, like bits of it.
He made a lot of jokes. It was really funny. I like Todd Howard. He's a funny dude. Oh yeah, because right after it was Skyrim Very Special Edition, where it's just Skyrim on Amazon Alexa or whatever.
I saw that.
It was just like this dude yelling about like it's basically D&D, right?
I haven't seen what it actually plays like, but
well, it's not really playing. It's just like Alexa kind of describes to you what's happening in the game, and then you make a decision based on that.
It sounds there was like CD-based choose your own adventure books in like the 80s and 90s, and it sounds like one of those.
Yeah, I think it sounds about right. But that was like such a funny trailer, and then they're like, and we're putting Skyrim on the Etch-a-Sketch after that, and then Skyrim on your refrigerator. So they're clearly self-aware, which is fucking great.
Yeah, I love it when that happens. It happens in like a good way instead of just hee
XD.
Yeah.
After that was Fallout 76, which I don't know how much of that you heard about.
It's not much, but I'm not very interested anyway.
I'm like pretty interested. Like basically the whole shtick with this Fallout game is that it's like online.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can play with friends, and there are other people online as well. He said like a few dozen people, not like 100 or something. So it won't be like too crowded, presumably. But like you can also play single player, so they already knew people's main concern. But I wonder how it's gonna work, because I feel like the single player might be shafted for the multiplayer.
I mean, probably.
Like the quality of it's gonna be decreased in favor of that, kind of like how the quality of Fallout 4 was decreased by the option to use voice acting. But
yeah,
whatever. So I'm optimistic, but also what's the term? Cautiously optimistic.
Yeah.
Because
fair enough.
It's like they have cryptids in it now, which is a cool concept in and of itself. So I like that.
I did see like there's like some new big stompy monster in like the woods or whatever, and I was like, oh man, that's fucking brand new actually.
It's like there's Mothman. There's one from Yokai Watch that I recognize, but I don't know the name of. There's this giant sloth. It's pretty cool.
That's pretty rad. Like they're going like nuts with creature design. No, that's actually pretty rad. Cause like Fallout's been getting a bit stagnant with that since they took over.
There was a monster that kind of looked like Shit. There was a monster that kind of looked like a Monster Hunter enemy with how big it was. So it could be cool. And then you can drop nukes on other people, which I saw a tweet saying like, well, wasn't like Fallout about how nukes are bad, and now they're kind of parading it.
Yeah.
So
I mean, they've always done that. Like, you know, like miniature nukes have been weapons in the series since Fallout 1.
I mean, I know
Then like little handheld launched nukes.
Is it New Vegas where you can like there's a town that's around a nuke?
No, that's Fallout 3. It's Megaton.
Okay.
Like the first town you get to is like there's a still active but like unexploded nuke, and you can set it
You
off.
can set it off and kill everyone in there.
Yeah, but there's no real reason to.
well, no, there is a reason to. That dude wants you. That rich dude wants you to do it.
Yeah, but like the reward you get for that are like objectively far worse than just not doing it.
Yeah, but it is kind of funny. Just basically, I was watching Northern Lion do it, and he blew it up. I don't know why. Sometimes he's chaotic evil, but it was just pretty funny. Yeah, I mean, people are expressing concern about how like you could just be minding your own business, kind of, and then just suddenly a nuke. It's not like you can really defend yourself.
They're going for like that Rust survival game sort of thing, aren't they?
I'm not entirely sure what that is.
It's one of those like games where these survival meters you just get dumped on the server and there's like tons of people there, and sometimes they'll just destroy you no matter what, and you just kind of have to hope you got like lucky and didn't get a shithole.
Well, that kind of sounds like what it is, yeah. From my
Yeah.
first impressions. I think it could. Oh no! I think it could be good. Well, we'll just have to see. I look forward to people's interpretations of it, especially like the beta's a thing. So definitely see there. I'm definitely gonna lose, but it's okay. Never mind. I'm the master digger. After Fallout, which was their big thing, Elder Scrolls Blades, which is a
It was some mobile game.
yep, the completely mobile Elder Scrolls game, where you have like the sticks on the screen kind of gameplay.
Won by 0.2%. My fucking white flag on these dually stays by a her.
I think the only good part of that segment was when Todd Howard's like, in case you need an extra hand, and then people in the audience started laughing, and then he just said in like this very condescending tone, "Degenerates."
That's good.
I think that was the only good thing about that part, because it wasn't a parody. It wasn't like the Alexa thing. It was its own actual thing.
It was earnest.
It's a very weird decision, but whatever. Whatever, Bethesda, you do you. After that is like a Starfield teaser, which I don't know what the fuck Starfield is, but apparently everyone else did.
It's brand new IP, so we know shit all about it because they didn't say or show anything.
I guess maybe people are excited at the idea of like a game like Fallout or Elder Scrolls in space.
But in space. Yeah.
That's it. That's
That's it.
Okay.
We literally know nothing else because it and the next game were announced for next gen consoles.
Yep.
Because that's how far away they are, apparently.
Elder Scrolls 6 was actually announced, which I wasn't expecting. I know nothing about
I think they just showed that just to make people shut
Exactly,
up. Like they keep getting asked for it every fucking year, and I guess because this is the year of self-warrant, it's just like, a fuck it, whatever.
It's like Nintendo and Metroid Prime. But we'll get to that. So that was Bethesda. Yeah, that was Bethesda.
I'll skip the rain.
Who was after Bethesda? Because I clearly have no fucking idea.
After Bethesda was Square Enix.
Square Enix.
Well, yeah.
I
I mean, Devolver was in between them, but they only had like one game.
No, hold on. Devolver had. Where's Devolver? That's very far down. I had that before Sony, so okay, good job, Chris. Well, they had that loot box coin thing, which is like, what the fuck? It was actually real. But
I think I'm about to lose my white flag on this. God damn it.
they announced that game, like My Friend Pedro or whatever, where it's like that dude on a skateboard with a gun. The gameplay actually looked pretty cool. Pretty fun, so it's kind of interesting. And then after that was Metal Wolf Chaos, which I thought you were excited for or something.
I am, yes. Because sick mech game.
I don't even know what it is. It's like an old Japanese
It's
only
a
game.
remaster of an Xbox only, Japanese only mech fighter game by From Software.
Of course.
And it's like hilarious, over the top American parody. Where it's like, the vice president has become a terrorism. You must defeat him, President of the United States.
So you're playing as the president of the United States?
Yes.
Oh, that sounds good.
You're just directly the president of the United States, and the vice president is evil and causing terrorism. You must defeat him for the glory of all that is righteous and good.
Oh wait, I completely forgot. In Bethesda, the Alexa thing was actually real.
Yeah.
I completely forgot that it wasn't just a joke trailer. They actually put it on there. Oh my god, the madmen. Yeah, that was pretty much Devolver. Besides the usual Devolver fare, which people were apparently like upset with this year or something.
Well, it's because they made the joke, like, make America great again, and people began screaming that
Yeah.
that literally means they want to kill everyone who is gay or, like, not white, and it's like, you were all, like, actual fucking children.
People aren't happy about that, but I was talking about it in a more general sense, I guess. It wasn't just cringe this time, it was, like, wow, Devolver was fucking terrible. I'm like,
No, I'm pretty sure it
like
was the reaction to that slogan. That was all the backlash I saw was focused on that. Are we just dying a guy or something? Like, what the fuck? Like, we're just fucking pulling teeth trying to get anywhere out of these people.
That's Splatoon. So, okay, yeah, that's all I got for Devolver Digital. Except for the fact that it's Metal of Chaos XD, so I thought it wasn't a real announcement. Because you know how XD is on the internet. But now it's real. So who was after that? I forget. Square Enix?
After that is Square Enix.
Square Enix started with the shit I probably hate the most in E3, which is just like gameplay where the main character just sneaks around. It's so boring. Lara Croft was so boring. Why would you bore me so much?
You know, because it's deep and cinematic. You don't understand. It's extremely deep and cinematic.
I just want
That's how
to
it
die.
works.
I mean, I can't imagine you're interested for that game, are you?
No, fuck no. I know people really enjoy it, but that's the exact sort of game that gets on my tits completely, because I think it's just a fucking disaster. Like, it's just like, this is much of what is wrong with, like, video game designs, this series.
Oh, Lord. Well, after that was Final Fantasy XIV, which neither of us play, so... I mean, but I know a lot of people who... Well, not a lot of people, but I know a number of people who play it, so... It's kind of nice that they still getting expansions for that and, like, Monster Hunter stuff, too.
Yeah, that's neat.
So that's kind of cool. Really, all I know about that is there's art of like people's OCs. They draw art of it, and it's really good. And Yokai Watch stuff. Like you can ride around and whisper. That's all I know. I'm a bad person. Okay, after that was Dragon Quest XI, which is Dragon Quest. I think everyone thinks that looks good or something.
Gorgeous. Looks great. I can't wait for it.
One thing I saw someone say, which I agree with. Why were like their thigh shots of like all the girls, and then the fat guy didn't get a thigh shot as well? It just seems kind of unfair to me.
I don't know why you're questioning that at all, because like, of course, no shit.
I just kind of want equal representation for the fat
You're not
video
gonna
game
get that
characters out there.
You're not gonna get that out of Akira. Most of the girls stop fighting after a while, Toriyama.
Gone are the days of waifus. Is now the era of whatever that dude's name in Fire Emblem is. What is his name? He goes like, oh!
I have no idea who you're on about.
Well, I don't either. We are lost. Oh, speaking of lost.
Yeah, like, you know, like Akira Toriyama fronted games tend to be hot. Like, whenever he does, or his art in general, anytime there's like fan service, it's gonna be women and then, you know, no guy stuff. And you'll be on, you know, all the shirtless men fighting and screaming at each other.
Well, that's fine by me.
That just comes with the setting, really.
Oh no, I am losing.
But yeah, no, like Dragon Quest 11 looks fucking great. I'm glad like it's both getting lots of attention and seems to be getting popular, and Square Enix are giving it a proper push. It's well deserved.
That's the equivalent of Frog Stack. After that was Babylon's Fall, made by the other company.
Platinum Games.
Except for Star Fox Zero.
Platinum Games. That was developed by Nintendo mainly. Platinum Games.
You can't hide that.
I can't hide. Like, it's nothing to hide. Like, it wasn't a Nintendo developed game. They just did like art assets.
Platinum Games made a failure.
I mean, they did. It was called the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh yeah, that wasn't that Transformers game also not that good?
No, that Transformers game was sick.
Oh okay.
They actually had like money and a proper budget to make that one. Then Activision was like, "Hey, do the same thing, but in multiplayer and also like in 3 months." And it was kind of like, well, no wonder.
Shit.
We didn't see any gameplay or anything of Babylon's Fall. It was just like a world setting trailer thing, but I'm still completely 100% there.
I'm zero.
Because of Mr. Super Knight, who has like fucking hand tendrils out of his back that seize weapons to fight with. Like that looks, if they're going to put that in gameplay, that looks sick as
I
hell.
was clearly looking away during that part.
And, you know, like, I'm also just really happy that Square Enix are apparently like so fucking pleased with Platinum. They're just giving them an original title now to make.
As opposed to Microsoft.
Yeah, basically. It's, you know, it's like, it's all good. Everything's good. Good times for Platinum. Good times with Square Enix. There was a notable missing thing from this, this E3 from Square Enix.
Oh wait, hold on. That's later.
Yeah, that's Square Enix.
If you didn't add from Square Enix, I was gonna go in.
Yeah, but they put the Deus Ex series on ice from Eidos Montreal. They put that on ice after Mankind Divided didn't sell so well in order to make an Avengers game or set of
great!
games.
My favorite.
And that's just completely gone. It's just like it's just not here. It's been in development for like 2-3 years now. It's just not happening. I'm pretty sure it's dead in the water.
Well, you know what they say. I never asked for this.
But yeah, that's all I had to add. And you know, Kingdom Hearts 3, you were on about that.
Yeah.
I'm cautious about Just Cause 4.
I mean, there's one very important thing here that I have to make very clear. That they didn't announce the localization of Fortune Street 30th anniversary.
Shocker.
Why would they not do that?
They probably think, oh, it's not going to make any money.
I hope they do it.
It would be nice, but...
Like, it doesn't even have to be an E3 announcement, but, I don't know, I was maybe expecting, like, it for a minute, maybe. Hoping for it. Would have been really nice. Maybe they would have gotten a Square Enix wins E3 for me, perhaps. My high clout, very important. I think that's it for Square Enix.
There was the Quiet Man, which is...
Oh, I don't even know what that is.
I mean, what it is an FMV game, and we'll get into that, but like, the
Yeah.
resurrection of the FMV game is happening this E3. That's the third FMV game this E3 to be revealed.
Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of that Rainbow game, I think.
You probably are. But there is like an FMV game that was like from Square Enix where it's like, you know, like we're mixing live action footage in here, and it's like this is the third fucking game this show that does this. And there's also like 2 Sega CD ones are being resurrected by limited run games. And it's just like, what the hell is this most perverse of resurrections? Like, why now of all times? But yeah, like that, I think that's everything from Square Enix.
All I know about the Quiet Man is people were making jokes about like him being quiet or something, or like just like the trailer didn't have any sound, stuff like that.
That's kind of a given for...
That's all I know about it. So who was after that?
Like show-wise, after that is Ubisoft.
Okay, that's in order. Okay, let's pick up where I left off. Ubisoft has the best show every year because they always have this little thing called Just Dance, and they always blow it right out of the park. Unfortunately, this year they didn't talk about a tragic event with all the animal people on stage. Very much looking forward to that, but they had that whole musical number at least, so big ups to them. Just Dance is my favorite part of E3, and I really don't know what they're going to do without Just Dance when it finally dies.
Why am I stuck in this wall? What the hell?
That's pretty much it. Also, I'm about to lose. Beyond Good and Evil 2.
I believe that game is fucked now. Like, that game is just over. I fully believe that game is just wrecked. For one simple reason. They have like put this initiative forward where they want people to make content, like visual content and audio content, like music and radio show shit, for free, and just give it to them to put in the game for free, for exposure.
Yeah, I mean, people definitely weren't happy about that.
And the fact that they have to do that for like one of their flagship things, or like one of the things they touted as a flagship thing, that game is boned. Like, that is dead on arrival.
They wasted all their money on these very nice movies that they keep showing at E3.
I mean, they are very nice movies, to be fair.
I like the Pigmen. They're very good.
Yeah, Page is from the original game. That thing at the end of the trailer, like, seems ostensibly like a twist, because it was meant to, like, shock people, because, like, oh, that's the protagonist from the first game, but it's a prequel.
Yeah,
so,
I completely forgot. Beyond Good and Evil fans are fucking pissed, apparently, from what I've heard, because the last Beyond Good and Evil game came out when?
On a cliffhanger. I don't know
when.
Like, fucking over a decade ago.
When? I actually don't know. When did that?
Like, it was like early GameCube.
Oh my god, that's like early 2000s.
Yeah, so, we're talking like 2002.
Almost 2 decades of...
No worries, Nobel. I'm glad you could buy the thing. Enjoy.
Thank goodness. Enjoy tomorrow evening. Where was I? Oh yeah, it was a game like 20 years ago that ended on a cliffhanger, and all the fans have been very patiently waiting. This new game is announced, so the fans are finally like, oh wow, we're finally going to find the solution to this cliffhanger, which I actually don't know about, but whatever. And then it turns out to be...
I'm not going to say, because like, you might enjoy it.
It's a spoiler, obviously. Yeah. But, yeah, now it's revealed it's a prequel, which pretty much is saying we aren't going to jump to the end of the first game.
The last one, not answer anything.
To tell you that. So, no result to that cliffhanger for you, idiots. So, people are not happy.
Now, please make our game for us.
Yeah, I'm not really, like, I'm not an artist, I guess, but I'm not really too tilted about that. It wasn't
about it because
bad faith, though, for sure.
It's like, I'm tilted about it because it's like, this should be what you're doing. Like, you should need to crowdsource your own big budget AAA exploration spaceship game.
Oh, they don't, Gavin. They don't need to. It's just a little fun community thing.
No, this is because they don't want to spend the resources on it, and like that implies that this game is being like just fucking skimped out on.
Nonsense. So it was not a good E3 for Beyond Good and Evil because they also didn't show gameplay, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, they showed like pre-alpha gameplay, which was just wandering around environments and not doing anything.
I must have looked away during that.
It was basically not gameplay; it's just B-roll footage, if anything.
Okay, so that's probably why I thought it wasn't gameplay.
Yeah, it's like nothing substantial, nothing that actually tells us how it plays or feels. Yeah, definitely not a good year for Beyond Good and Evil 2. I wonder what movie they're gonna wow us with next year, though. It's like Death Stranding almost. What was next on Ubisoft's show?
Ubisoft's next was Trials, where the dude rolled in on the mini motorcycle. So that's just like fucking Ubisoft, dude. What are you doing?
Yeah, that was embarrassing for all involved.
I thought it was pretty funny. But I don't know. What was that one Trials game? It was like forever ago. I kind of played it, but you needed Uplay for it, so I stopped playing it. But that was Trials was really fun. So I mean, I can't imagine this one's not going to be fun.
He is almost done with Zelda Biggs. Like, he hopes to finish it tonight.
Yep. I accidentally gave myself the key to finishing this shit tonight, thank God. Because I am very angry about it. So stay tuned for a very heavy rant. Everyone was like,
I mean, you could just go into Zelda 9 and continue this through Zelda.
I kind of like to keep that its own thing, you know?
Alright.
But, yeah. Everyone's like, oh man, I'm so excited. Like, I can't sleep because of E3. I couldn't sleep because I was thinking about, like, how much I hate Nintendo for what they did for this last hint art. But we'll get to
I
it.
feel like I'm gonna have a heavy retort to that, but sure.
I think it's indisputable.
I think it's not, because it's gonna be founded entirely in actions you made.
Maybe, I wouldn't know, but I'm not happy about it, I think. Either way,
I mean, like, I can't, like, blame you for being unhappy with it, but at the same time, I wouldn't say it's a game fault.
I don't know. We'll see. 'Cause I don't even know where it is yet. Just have an idea now. Either way, that's not E3.
Yeah.
What is E3 is Mario and Rabbids, Gavin's favorite.
Can we just skip
No,
this
we
one?
can't, because...
No, we
No,
can't.
no, no,
you
it
don't
was-
play the fucking game either. Shut up.
It
let's
was
move
good.
on.
No, I think that the game...
No, it was not. It
itself
was
is
fucking
pretty
terrible.
alright. No,
No, it's
Grant
not. It's
Kirkhope
fucking
came
terrible.
on stage and did a whole great
And he completely
musical...
shamed himself as a human being.
No, a whole
Good,
great musical
Let's
number.
move on.
It was like the Donkey Kong, I don't know, the do kind of song, and then the DK rap got a little bit in there, which was so fucking good. I love that. Grant Kirkhope is a genius. God bless that man.
It's just a shame he's a sinner.
And then also a really heavy focus on Rabid Kong. Like, he just kept coming back in the trailer or whatever. Like, what is this dude's deal? I'm interested in seeing that. Did they give a release date? I don't even know.
I don't care. I faded it out and waited for like actually like interesting things to happen.
Wow. I think the dude cried again as well.
Who?
Remember at the last E3 when Mario and Rabbids was announced and then that dude cried because he got to work on a Nintendo game?
I don't remember that, but alright.
I think he cried again because the performance was just so beautiful. Alright, chat, here's how Chris can still win. Oh god, I'm actually bringing it back. What the fuck? Oh my god, okay.
I always wanted them at my fucking back.
For Honor is getting more support, which, I mean...
An expansion this long after the fact is weird, but then I looked at the content of it and I think I understand it.
I mean, didn't they do that with
It's-
Rainbow Six Siege, and then that game is really
I mean, no, that was
popular?
always being like constantly updated though. Like that,
Ah.
like For Honor got like fuck all until now.
Shit.
But yeah, like it's all the way like Chinese warriors. Like it's based on
Alright.
Yeah. Chinese warriors and stuff. So I'm basically saying like this is either about to release in China or they want to boost its profile in China. So probably because they can get like more microtransaction money there. So this is being done to like shift units and get like large scale attention there.
It's possible.
They're not the first to do that. Like that happens a lot. So whatever.
I'm curious if it'll see a resurgence. So I never really cared for watching it. It's kind of slow and boring, but people have fun with it.
When like NL played it was funny, but that was about
Well,
it.
that's just because of the commentary.
Yeah.
Also, I did save it. It's frog stacking. None of this is planned. It just happens. Whatever.
Up next was
Skull and Bones, pirate shit. I'm so done with pirate shit, man.
my problem with this, because like ostensibly I feel I feel like it could be like a good game, like a good concept, because it's all based in like Assassin's Creed 4 ship combat, which was pretty good actually. But the footage was so heavily edited with like non-gameplay, like cinematic camera angles and shit that it was hard to tell what was going on, and to get an actual feel for how it plays and what actually happens.
Yeah.
And communication errors occurred. So like it was we basically still know fuck all about how it plays.
I mean, for people who like that stuff, it actually looked pretty alright, but I hope that this fad dies and we just go back to zombies.
No, I'd take pirates over zombies either.
What about pirate zombies?
Even that would be more interesting.
They're actually called freakers.
Their whole thing, like, a lot of the car that were talking about like, upgrading the ship and all reminded me of this indie game called Abandoned Ship. No, Abandoned Ship. Which is like, it's basically FTL, but like pirates and Lovecraftian enemies. And like, I saw some people play that and it looked rad. And this, like, the way this ship customization goes on and sort of the combat kind of looks like that. So who knows? But until we get a better actual, like, clear, clean look at fucking Skull and Bones, there's no way to say for sure.
We need to see actual gameplay.
Yeah, basically.
After that was Transference, which was, I think, that Rainbow FMV game.
Yeah, that's the Rainbow FMV game. Which is the FMV game, like, number 2 or 3 this E3.
I wasn't really paying attention. It looked kind of cool, I guess.
It looked like a completely standard VR first-person horror game.
And it was
you wander
VR?
around a corrupted... Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You wander around a corrupted mind, and it's like, oh, the spooky child in the corridor, and now, spooky things happen when you walk into this room. And it's kind of like, oh, okay, sure.
Actually, isn't there something else like that? I actually didn't know where...
I mean, like, half of VR games, probably.
I didn't know which conference had the VR game where you're the robot.
You need to be more specific than that.
But I don't know if I can. Like, you fly around with your hands. Oh God, I don't even know what it's called. Did I even write down the name? I don't think I did. No, wait, unless it was up here. No. I don't know what it is. I mean, it's VR only, so you can't really say much about it, but that looked kind of okay. That looked pretty neat.
Alright. Whatever game that may be.
I didn't even see it in the tweets, so I'm just at a loss. I just remembered it after the fact. Let's see. After that was Starlink. I turned away too quickly.
Which looks just like No Man's Sky.
It has Star Fox in it, though. Shigimoto was up there, dude. He was smart.
They showed him all these war and violence games when he was here, and like, why would you do that to him? He's pure.
Apparently he's not pure because he keeps putting toads in video games.
I mean, no, that's just him exploring sexuality, man. You can't judge him for that.
How can a pure man do that? They can't. He can't. A pure man cannot. It's just a sin. Kill Miyamoto. Okay, anyways, let's bring it down, Chris.
Ah, fuck me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know. Like, that's you build the thing on the Joy-Con or whatever, right?
Yeah, and you scan it in, and now you have a ship.
Maybe kids will have fun with it.
I don't know.
I wasn't really paying attention to the gameplay, unfortunately.
It's No Man's Sky. That's the gameplay. You float around, you nick shit, and then off you go.
Oh, I didn't even write about the PC gaming show at all. But wasn't
It's
there was that
like
one?
no one watched it, and there was no news.
I watched it, and it was 2 hours of just nothing. Like,
yeah, it's the same. It's like always 2 to 3 hours of fucking nothing.
the only
every single year.
the only thing I have to talk about with it is there was that game that was basically No Man's Sky. There, and I was just like, ooh, he's lying. He's definitely lying. He said like things on other planets that you aren't even at are happening in real time, and I'm like, ooh, that's not true. They're probably definitely unloaded. But yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I really know about the PC gaming show. So. Ah, nuts. Well, we'll get to the Nintendo Switch. Don't worry. Slow and steady wins this race. Oh yeah, and then the last thing was Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which it's Assassin's Creed. I never cared. Maybe it looks good. The female protagonist people are liking, which is good.
Yeah, it's because she's gay. They're both gay.
She's gay
is,
and also kind of awkward. Like not the bad.
I mean, that just. I mean, like the homosexuality thing is like they're ancient Greeks. Of course they are. That's just how people rolled. It would be weirder if they weren't. So good for them.
One thing I kept noticing is like there was like that one move that's like this is Sparta kick that they emphasized a lot, and I'm like.
I mean, the girl is the Spartan character.
I was gonna say, but that's like a pretty ancient meme. It's weird that they focus on it like that. Yeah, that's it for Ubisoft. Unless there was anything else in the middle.
There was like another non-game thing to comment on where they just got Joseph Gordon-Levitt, like fancy movie star man. He's been in a lot of movies and TV shows and comedy skits and shit. Got him on and said, oh, he's helping with like source people for Beyond Good and Evil 2, which games are very expensive, etc., etc. We did talk about Starlink.
But we didn't really. It just has Star Fox in it. That's like the only really.
And then, so they got Levitt on, and he just wanked for like 5 minutes about his like networking and referral business, basically. So it's kind of like, great, thanks. I'm glad you wasted our time with this.
That's probably catching up.
There was also the Rainbow Six Siege esports documentary, which is like,
course.
Thanks, great. I'm glad you spent like 5 minutes at the start of your show on this too. But yeah, that's Ubisoft show.
Oh, a 4chain! Oh my god! What was next? Should have asked that first.
Technically, up next was like limited run games, I think. They were before or after.
You're gonna be real? I didn't even know that was a thing, so I didn't even watch it.
There's no real news at all. They just like announced a bunch of like little ports to some systems of old indie games and like little physical runs, like Phantom Breaker Battlegrounds getting like a PS4 physical release.
I saw those tweets, like Spelunky's getting a physical release. There's another PC game that I like that's getting one, but I don't give a shit.
Dust and Legion Tales getting a Switch release. What was the other one? There's some other ones, like a Iconoclast is getting a PS4 one, stuff like that. Neat enough. They're also like resurrecting Night Trap and Double Switch, a pair of Sega CD FMV games for modern consoles.
Let's go FMV!
Which is just like, why the fuck is this happening now? What is going on?
Let's go!
But yeah, that was limited run games.
So just a bunch of announcements of games that are already out, but being put on other things.
Things that didn't have box releases getting box releases, which is nice.
Oh, the Switch fans would have loved that. Today. People like Gavin would have loved that.
Hello, Jamil.
I think Carl 101 is definitely interested in physical Spelunky, so hey. It's a limited run though, so you better get it quick. Also, hey, Jamil, we're just talking about E3 because Salmon Run ended early, so...
Yeah, we got a lot of
We had so much.
Next...
We decided let's do a full sweep, because why not?
Up next is where I sharpen my fucking knives.
Sony?
Hello, Sony.
We're at
you
Sony?
pieces of shit. We're at Sony.
Okay, Sony actually had, I think, the worst... Okay, I don't know. I was thinking about it. That one Nintendo Wii Music press conference where they talked about their sales for like 50 minutes.
Yeah, that was still the worst ever.
I think that beats it, but I was very perturbed with Sony's E3 this year.
Everyone was, because like we are here, like we've returned to like smug, we can do no wrong dickhead Sony that keeps fucking up and doing bad things. Like we're back in full force.
I mean,
early PS3 era Sony is fucking back and they're being dumbasses.
I don't even know if we like need to talk about it. Everyone has to know how bad that conference was, right?
Like, here's the rundown, Rex. I kept track of time during this. This is a 70-minute show. The time it took for them to get to the hall where all the actual games were, 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking more like 40 minutes, so...
No, they all mean, like, before they actually showed a game in that hall, like an hour 5 minutes passed, right, had some guy up to play a fucking flute. Novell didn't watch it, so let's start from the beginning.
Okay, so Novell...
They started everyone off in a hall with like a little... It looks like a little church hall or something. And Sean Layden, CEO of Sony Interactive Entertainment, comes out and he just spends 5 minutes talking complete bollocks. He's like, everything he's saying is like pointless. There's no real meaning to it. It's just, we are really good art. Yes. Over and over again. And then he just says, here is the sound director or composer or whatever for The Last of Us. And he comes on, and for the next 5 minutes, no games, nothing, he just plays a banjo.
It's not even Earl Scuggs, like, hyper banjo. It's a slow banjo. No, it's just
slow banjo, and he's like making these orgasmic art man faces all throughout. I'm like, I'm really into this.
Reminder that this is taking place in a dimly lit church with like lights hanging overhead. So people kind of thought that Sony was gonna kill them, like Monokuma was gonna come on and say the killing game has begun. So, no one knew what the fuck was happening. Like.
So 10 minutes in, they finally, like, this guy fucks off and they just wordlessly put on footage for The Last of Us 2. And, like, the first 2 minutes of that are just cutscene in the church hall that the one everyone's in to watch this as a recreation of, which, made everyone think, oh god, are they going to make, like, everyone shuffle into, like, a room per game?
Yeah.
But
it had a gay kiss in it, so that's good.
Which was nice. It was full tilt screen, like fully showing, like completely confident. It's like, yay, we're there, we've made it.
Except the thing is, like, as they were kissing, it suddenly cuts to the protagonist girl killing someone.
Killing someone in a dull, wet, miserable grey forest.
So, like, if anyone wanted to enjoy that moment, it was pretty quickly torn away from them.
And it's like, this is what Ellie thinks about when she kisses her girlfriend. But the actual gameplay of The Last of Us 2 looks like The Last of Us 1. But here's an important caveat, boys and girls. The original demo footage for The Last of Us was a load of complete lies. The area was in the game and all, sure, but the AI behaviors, the AI animations and antics and that whole, how all the gameplay worked, completely fabricated. The actual AI in the final game was dumb as bricks. It didn't have any of the animations or knowledge or skills or behaviors shown in that footage, and that makes me think everything shown here was a complete lie. Just complete balls.
That was obvious, though.
I mean, that's obvious, but like
did you see,
because they've been caught doing it before, it's gonna happen again.
Did you see the fight, especially when she, like, after she was hiding behind the desk after she got caught and was shot, and she was chasing in that, like, desk area. Like, all those animations look very scripted entirely.
It's all scripted. Yeah, so it is all completely scripted and canned.
No one was convinced that was in the actual game, because there's no way. Like, the camera angles and just the animations, like, the very specific things that would need to happen. Yeah. Just, like, there's no way they put that much work into it. So.
No, it's all, like, just completely scripted shit that probably isn't in the final game. I doubt any of the AI behaves like that either. Once that was done, the people in the hall were told, well, you have to go move to this other hall. People watching the stream weren't told this. Yeah, they just saw silence and then suddenly kicked out to, like, this fucking, I hate this man. I hate his face and his voice. He's a weird robot man who's been, like, hosting Sony's, like, day-to-day streams in the run-up to this. I hate him, I hate his face, and he was here, and he's just like, yes, let's talk about, video games, guys. And this is like, I want to die. And this man, this was like around like the 15-minute mark into this stream.
They showed one game, and it was that shit that I hate. Remember earlier where I was talking about Lara Croft, how she's stealthy through the forest and like hiding from people, and it's not interesting to watch. It's probably interesting to play, but not to watch at all. That's that's what the first half of the Last of Us 2 thing was, and then the last part of it was scripted. It looked really scripted, so it really was zero substance. So after you have that for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, it's just then you're thrown into this intermission. An intermission during an E3 conference.
At the 26-minute mark into this 70-minute show, the stream died completely.
Yeah, it died on Twitch. It died during the intermission.
I want to point out, before this, the stream, like, the feed coming from Sony, like, this wasn't Twitch or the user's end, the feed coming from Sony was completely boned. It was constantly jittering, like, it was fidgeting, it was, like, cut the black frames out of nowhere a lot. It was fucked until the stream died. Then when it came back up, everything was working fine, except the audio was boned, and, like, everyone's voices were pitch shifted up. for the entire rest of the show.
Oh god.
So all the audio in the games subsequent to this, fucked. It was embarrassing. And then, after this came back up, they kept wanking for, we got to see, a trailer for Call of Duty Black Ops 4. It's just recycling maps from Black Ops 1. Great, thanks, I'm glad. And there's, Destiny 2 DLC or some shite, and there was, one interesting trailer, which was for a VR rhythm game called Beat Saber, where you just have, a sword in each hand, and you just have to slice shit up in, the rhythm of the music, and I was like, that looked rad.
VR Fruit Ninja.
Basically. And it was neon as hell, it looked rad. But each of these only got 20 seconds each before back to Talking Man talking to people, talking about shit.
Oh my god, it was so weird because during the intermission they kept cutting away to these trailers for games. They would do a 10-second trailer for a game, and then it would there was no transition. It would just cut immediately to the next trailer, and then it would do
hard cut.
Yeah, it would do 3 of those, and then go back to the intermission, and then it would do it again. It did 3 more trailers like that later on during the intermission. And they kept saying, oh, almost, it looks like everyone's almost ready. I'm like, they said that 3 times. I'm just like, oh my god, how do you...
Yeah.
Okay, is the payoff for having, you have thousands, maybe even well, not millions. I think Bethesda kept saying that too, which was funny. But you have thousands of people watching online. You have maybe a room filled with 100 people or something.
A few hundred people.
Is the payout for those few hundred people at the cost of the thousands at home worth it?
Yes.
Even if you're there, it's not that impressive for it, is it?
No.
It's just that pisses me off the most. God,
it was the most head-ass format they could have picked. The only way I could see it was that they were just really hoping people would be so blown apart by the sheer artistic might of The Last of Us 2 to not care about how fucking stupid a format this is. And no one fell for it. Everyone was pissed. Everyone hated it. They just embarrassed themselves in front of thousands of viewers worldwide just because they thought they were so artistic.
I think the thing that makes me genuinely angry is they kind of brought it back once they actually stopped that shit.
Yeah, they had a similar enough game format as Microsoft once they got their head out of their ass.
I kind of wanted it to all be bad so I could just say it was terrible, but they brought it back. Yeah. It's just oh my god.
I mean, they brought it back after the 5-minute flute song once everyone got into the hall.
So once you're done with the intermission stuff, remember how it opened with the banjo dude? Everyone's brought to this new place. It looked like an actual conference hall, so at least it didn't seem like they were gonna have a locale for everything. But then after they opened the one game with the banjo dude, they opened the next game with a long ass flute dude. And I mean, maybe it was played well. I don't listen to flute music, but it didn't really sound that impressive. Sorry to the dude who was doing it. So it's just
it was also a complete waste of time.
Yeah, it was for
we're not here for
I think it was
experimental flute art.
It was for at least 3 minutes, right?
Yeah, no, it was actually 5 minutes.
Oh my, yeah, 5 minutes of just flute playing. So this is E3 reminder. So okay, once they're done with that, they release a game that is related to the flute playing.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Just Ghost of Tsushima, and I mean, the Japanese aesthetic, so I'm in. But
it has a very specific aesthetic. It takes after Kurosawa films, high contrast, camera angles that are very sharp and defined, and aesthetically it nails it. It's just a shame the gameplay is just standard sandbox Batman Arkham Asylum combat shit.
Yeah, I'm looking at the gameplay and I'm I wouldn't actually play this, which is unfortunate.
It's just very I mean, that's workable, but that's not very interesting. It kind of wastes the aesthetics and exciting combat that's kind of intrinsic to this aesthetic and setting. And it's just wasting it for you mash square until someone lights up and then you hit triangle. I was kind of when I first saw it, I thought it was just gonna be all quick draw combat, and that would have been rad.
Oh, that would be cool.
But it wasn't. It was just, Batman Arkham Asylum.
So I have to establish because the dude was riding a horse. I've been playing Breath of the Wild, and the last stream especially had a very rough horse moment. I think I hate horses in video games. Take them all out.
See, here's the thing, right? I mean, I agree, but here's the thing: Nintendo are the only ones who do it right.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, well, like welcome. Nintendo are the only ones who've done it right. Like everyone else, every other game I
What
played
about
with
The
horses,
Witcher?
I
Roach.
like. No, no.
No, they can't. You love that game.
No, Roach in canon, because of the horse riding issues, like, Geralt refers to, like, the horse as a piece of shit all the time, because it just doesn't listen to him.
Oh, that's
They
just
wrote,
good.
it's so bad they've written it into the fucking game.
Ugh.
Like, horses in, like, all sandbox games, all RPGs and shit, every single time there's just been complete balls. Nintendo, like, Zelda's the only series that's done, like, anything approaching right.
You just need a good saddle DLC. You're good. Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe interesting. Just,
I mean, like, it's on a maybe for me. Like, if it maybe like if the price drop of Seal goes down, I might like check it out for the raw aesthetic. But like the gameplay looks very template, uninteresting stuff.
I guess it's something to look out for, like what people say about it.
Yeah, well, I mean, most people are gonna be like, "Oh, 10 out of 10, I love it," because they gargle the balls
No, I
or
mean
anything that
the actual
has
people,
standard functionality.
the people you trust.
Yeah. What was next?
What was next? Let's see. We're all the way down here. Church Banjo Man. Moving intermission Flute Man. Resident Evil 2 remake starring a rat for the first portion of it. So everyone was like, what?
Yeah, that was a bait and switch and a half, but you know, it looks really good.
I mean, everyone loves. I was about to say The Last of Us. Everyone loves Resident Evil. I'm assuming Resident Evil 2 was a good game in the series.
Resident Evil 2 is the most popular because it like massively iterated on Resident Evil 1 with like it basically like, completely improved the gameplay all around. Yeah, Resident Evil 2, the remake for that has finally been shown off. It has like a over the shoulder Resident Evil 4 style.
Help me,
But
Leon!
the press release, I mean, Leon is the protagonist of Resident Evil 2. One of them, anyway.
Which one is the one with the girl who yells, help me, Leon?
That's Resident Evil 4, which also stars Leon.
Okay, just making sure. That has a minecart segment. Those are the only two things I remember about it.
But yeah, like, it has the Resident Evil 4 style look to it, but the press release also mentions classic camera view, so you can probably set it to, like, a classic fixed camera mode, which, if they pull that off, sick. And it's also built on the Resident Evil 7 engine, which is Capcom's new go-to engine, and, you know, fair play. It works, it looks gorgeous. And, you know, it does everything like 1080p 60 FPS for a little work. So, there's some curious changes, like Leon meets Marvin, the cop in, like, the Umbrella Police Department, and he's, like, still alive, and, like, I'm like, hey, you must be kill the monsters before they kill you, even though, like, in original Resident Evil 2, like, Marvin is dead and turns into a zombie when Leon
Spoilers!
like, it's just, there's a weird change, but, you know, the environments, like, they show, like, the street with, like, the burning cars, that's, like, the start of Resident Evil 2, that looked, like, pixel perfect, like, exact, like, even down to the layout of the cars. Like, they're being, like, the extremely faithful, like, as extremely faithful as they were with, like, the first Resident Evil remake. So, yeah, it looks very good, like, we're seeing what seems to be a return to Capcom actually making good games again. So yeah, that's great.
This is where it started turning up for Sony.
Mhm.
After that, oh no,
What?
right after I say that too, god damn it, the Justin Roiland game. Remember
Is this
the dude
that
in the tub?
I
hate that humor so much.
I don't know who he is. I've
and
been
Morty
told he's
creator.
like, yeah, I've been told it, and I haven't I've seen like literally nothing Rick and Morty. Like people keep going like, here's Rick voice, and like I never heard it. I have no idea what it sounds like. I completely ignored this entire thing. If this is any indication,
No, okay, there are a few episodes called the commercial episodes where it's just like that kind of
Right.
humor, and everyone like says they're good. I'm like the one person who's like they're terrible because they're that. So
sense of humor made me viscerally angry. I said aloud, I hate this humor, go fuck yourself, when watching this in a room with other people. Like everyone was dead silent. No one chuckled or laughed. It was completely silent, and I was just sitting there, fucking angry. 'Cause I hate this sense of humor.
There he is on the screen. Oh, what's he?
Look,
Oh, he's jumping. What's he gonna do next?
I'm just saying what's happening in a stupid voice. Oh, look, you're not seeing the thing anymore. I'm funny, aren't I? It's like, no, I'm like, I actually want to stick my dick in your eyeball.
And then
Like,
the TV falls in the bathtub, which we all saw that punchline coming. And then another dude comes on the screen and is like, oh no, I better call 711 because that's the emergency number.
He says that aloud. He says aloud because that's the emergency number in this universe, and it's just like, how do you have a job? How do you have a job?
Like, and didn't like Accounting Simulator kind of start going into that? I think he also did that, right? It's that one VR game where I think he also wrote it. It was going in that direction. It wasn't.
I
this
have
bad.
no idea what that is.
Isn't that like angry looking dude in the tree? There's probably no way to properly describe.
Yeah, the four novelle, like the freeing devices, whatever this game is. Some dickhead is in a bathtub playing it first, and then it keeps cutting back to him as he just says, "No, you're not looking at the game," in like a funny voice. Like, oh, big massive opener quotes, funny.
The thing is, I didn't even pay attention to the game because I was already on Twitter typing about how much I hate the commercial episodes.
We saw like all of like 6 seconds of it. It looks like some really like generic ass like beat 'em up platformer thing.
So okay.
It was atrocious, and I hate it.
So ignore that. Ignore that thing where I said Sony was bringing it back, because then they kind of ruined it there. But then after that, they had Death Stranding. So they definitely brought it back very quickly.
The time has come.
Another Death Stranding trailer. I'm kind of not happy with the fact that they like opened with the baby again. Of course, it had its ass this time, so that was pretty good.
Yeah,
but it's like,
I mean, that's how you know it's a Kojima game.
The mystery of like, oh, what the fuck is this, was kind of gone, like we had last year. But no big deal, right? Like,
yeah.
So really, we saw gameplay, and we know that Death Stranding man can walk, he can wade through water, and he can kind of climb on mountains, and that's all we know. But it's gameplay. It's a big world.
He is like a postman basically, and it's like trust Kojima to make this insane horror mystery game, but basically just about a futuristic postman.
Is he delivering the baby? Is he a stork?
No. The baby is one of his tools. He's delivering a bunch of like shit between.
What do you mean one of his?
I guess settlements.
I thought it was him.
Well, I mean, well, this is the running theory because like we can surmise from this trailer because of some of the things we're told. We're told like the monsters in the region, like rapidly age, like rapidly accelerate time on the things they touch, like unguarded things that they touch.
You're teleported into the future if they eat you, I think she said.
Some like what she says, if they get you, like you just your entire body is decayed down to nothing, and then you're just trapped like them in the big hell void on the end of the black umbilical cord. And we theorize, because they mention that if the monsters get you, you'll just go up in a crater. Sure, and like the guy says, sure, you'll survive, but like you'll be in a crater and like everything's gone. And the theory goes like that when the monster grabs him and starts aging him, he activates something that detonates and wipes out the monster and like himself. But the residual aging effects like will age that fetus up into himself again as a clone.
Yeah.
And then he has to go back to his base or whatever and like get a C-section and get his new clone funky fetus out.
So that's
and repeat the cycle.
I think that's how they're gonna explain like a life system when you lose, which is very interesting.
It's intensely interesting, and like like fucking like I don't like he's fucking done it. Like the whole gameplay thing was just like a depressed postman getting annoyed at his Roombas for falling off a cliff.
Yeah, I mean, like the gameplay wasn't really exciting because, like I said, it was just him kind of walking around and wading in water. But then there was like stuff like the new lady, and like of course the monster showed up. The weird
there's like a
invisible thing. So it's like it's interesting, and like he's walking by all this weird shit. So it's like more interesting than the Lara Croft shit because there's a mystery involved at what you're looking at. You aren't just looking.
Also,
at
he very distinctly has like the same sort of crouch walk that Big Boss has in Metal Gear. So like stealth gameplay, Kojima's like foray is going to be here.
Yeah, that statement kind of worries me.
I mean, like for all its problems, Metal Gear Solid 5 was still a good stealth game.
Oh no,
So,
when I say that, I mean me specifically.
nah, alright. Well, I mean, like it looks like it's got the stealth elements. Hey, is that weird clapping light when you
Yeah,
plug this game?
I thought he was trying to hide from the monsters, but that definitely looks like it attracts them. But I don't know.
But yeah,
No
like
one still knows what that is. It definitely looks
I'm
interesting.
fucking intrigued, and I'm there. Like I'm already there. Fuck it. I need to see this ride through.
I'm like almost certain it's gonna come out 20 E3s from now. But I mean, it'll keep E3 interesting, right? It'll be the one
Yeah.
thing to be excited for at Sony's conference if they do this again. Which they better not. I hope they learned that shit is bad. What else?
What was up next?
Oh right, Neo 2. I am.
Yeah, like there was no gameplay. It was just what looks to be a conceptual trailer of like an Oni or demon or something like stabbing like magic rods into a guy's head that like form into Oni horns and forcibly change him, which is new. Like that shit didn't happen in the first game, but there was like some line about like defy death again before death defies you, and it's kind of like, is there something about being changed into a demon this time? No idea, because no gameplay or anything. But Neo's standard gameplay was like actually extremely fucking good. Just it was people who make like really sick, tight action games making a Souls type game with like a very complex combat system with like 3 different stances, 5 types of weapons, all with like different like abilities for like countering, parrying, blocking, dodging. You can like switch weapons. You can like change stances to change the attacks, flow between attacks. All that shit. It was really complex, really good, really fun. And like the stamina system was a beast unto itself, involving like you could like regenerate part of your stamina if you did like a well-timed button press in between attacks to keep your combos going for like super long. And just more of that is just welcome by itself. So yeah, that's Neo 2.
All I know about Neo is it's apparently Japanese Dark Souls, but better than Dark Souls.
By far.
So it has achieved a feat.
It's also actually, I would argue, because of how good its combat system is, if you can learn the combat system, it's actually like far easier than Dark Souls. Because I kept track of my own boss stats while playing Neo, and like outside of like 3 bosses, I beat most of them on my first try.
Sounds
And
boring.
I mean, you have to like learn that fucking combat system, otherwise they will just keep your fucking head in. But it was very interesting. So yeah, Neo 2, I'm glad to see it. I'm looking for it's like next year. I'm looking forward to it. Like we've got like this influx of like samurai feudal Japan games, like Neo 2, Sekiro, and now Ghost of Tsushima. And I kind of feel bad for Sucker Punch. They were probably thinking, look at us with our samurai game. Like we're the only ones on the block, and now suddenly like From Software and Team Ninja are both on their ass with like far better looking games with interesting combat systems. And, like just better takes on the setting. So yeah, that's Neo 2. I fucking look forward to it. It's gonna be sick.
Oh shit, there's a Tails. God damn it. Okay. After that, oh yeah, Spider-Man. That was the last thing they showed, and they brought back. I'm assuming they're bringing back a bunch of old villains that I know nothing about, but Spider-Man heads would be almost hype, I'd imagine.
Yeah, like basically his entire rogues gallery is here. Well, most of them anyway. All like in their super suits with their special powers, and it's like, oh yeah, like the entire gang's here.
The funny thing is, I was watching Mike, like, what do you call it, like restream, I guess. The restream it, and he's like, oh, there's Electro, and he said that completely jokingly, and then
it's actually Electro.
Yeah, he said his name Electro, and Mike was like, what the fuck? I made that up in like 2 seconds.
And Spider-Man's meant to be goofy.
Yeah, it's like, at that point though, it's like an old like an ancient comic book. Like these are the kinds of names you'd expect from those. Yeah, there's like Electric Man. There's Big Strong Man. I believe his name is Rhino because
Rhino.
he has a rhino horn. He may be a rhino, in fact.
Yep, there's Scorpion.
Who has a scorpion tail, so you know who he is.
Vulture.
Vulture. He has wings. He also is very bad.
Yeah, he got his shit kicked in.
He got
so
web slinged in the face twice, so maybe maybe it'll be like a Junior Troopa battle where he upgrades and then he buys a face mask. That would be really good.
I did love that though, where like he was trying to do his dramatic entrance, like Spider-Man just hits him in the face with web and says, I don't have the time for this."
He does it again though. That's what gets me.
yeah.
And then was there someone else before Black and White Man?
I don't think so. No.
There was Black and White Man in the helicopter. They literally kicked the shit out of Spider-Man. That was so fun. Like just
pile around and beat the shit out of him.
Just like thugs, he's on the ground and they're actually kicking him. They aren't like using their superpowers. I'm like, what? I'm like, what the fuck? So
just getting that bad blood out.
Yeah, the whole plot of the trailer is Electro uses his electric powers to release all the inmates in a prison. So those are bad guys. Spider-Man kicks an inmate into his prison cell at one point, and I'm like, that would be cool if that was the objective. Like, you had to kick them all back in their cells, but that's not the case. You just kill them.
Spider-Man and Ghost of Tsushima at the same show is kind of embarrassing because they're both using the standard Batman Arkham Asylum combat system that like all Western devs who don't want to try are using. So we have this really kind of sad thing where both of these games look like they're going to play exactly the same outside of like their individual gimmicks, like the web slinging. Like combat wise, it's the exact same shit. At least this time, Spider-Man's like animations and combat animations are considerably flashier than they were the first time around.
Like in the first trailer?
Time we saw it.
Okay, yeah.
The first footage, like it was just very generic, punching people, like leaping and just knocking them over, kind of. It didn't look that exciting. Like, they're now like a lot more dynamic and flashy, and like, oh yeah, I'm just fucking slinging this man around. And there was like that one where he kicked someone into the air and then like webbed in mid-air and shit like that. It looked very nice. It's just, it probably won't play that interestingly.
I'm not entirely sure. Like, I said on Twitter while I was watching it, like it'd be nice to have like a trailer devoted to the web slinging around the city or something. Like,
yeah.
You guys know me. I love I love platformers. I feel like if there were platforming based like challenges throughout the game or whatever.
I mean, there will be a side content. That's just a given. Like every Spider-Man game that has like the web slinging, open sandbox stuff has had like races and platforming challenges as side content.
Okay, that's good news because that's the shit I'm interested in. If I do get it.
Like, yeah, like that's just like a given for like there'll be like plenty of that as like side content stuff. I don't know about like main story stuff. Like that's probably always gonna be like follow the path, beat the man and stuff.
Like I was worried that web slinging would just be get from point A to point B, and then point A and point B are watch cutscenes and beat up people, and that's the game. But if there's like actual stuff to do in between that, then I'm interested.
It is a sandbox game, so like rest assured there'll be shit to do in between.
Well, that's good. And that was it for Sony's show, except that didn't come without people complaining. Not about how terrible it was at the beginning, obviously. I'm so mad that they pulled it back. But in between every game and stuff, there were little intermissions of characters presumably made in that game called Dreams or whatever.
Yeah.
And they didn't show it at all, so they teased it, and everyone seemed really hyped for that game. I don't even remember it, honestly.
It was like what they showed was so inconsequential and vague and meaningless that it doesn't really have any. You don't even know what the hell it is.
I guess people were excited to find out what it was then, and
yeah.
Nope, Sony does not deliver on that front, despite teasing it.
Well, not in their conference.
They pulled a Nintendo. In
the intermission afterwards, where it's the streamer man, he revealed that the beta is coming, but they wouldn't say that on stage because reasons.
Yeah, there's no reason for that.
It's not real art like The Last of Us 2, so it doesn't deserve a place here.
Yeah, I guess. Like, just the fact that The Last of Us 2 was so important to Sony that it got its own venue and then they moved out of it. was insane.
I'm like fully disgusted with like The Last of Us as a franchise and all games to take after it. Like this has actually made me retroactively hate God of War more.
Like, yeah, it's not a good. I feel like it wasn't a good advertising move for that
No,
game.
like it has made me and like quite a few other people resent The Last of Us and Naughty Dog and like Sony's like we're high art fancy shit thing. Like I fully believe they're back to like their arrogant, stupid ways now. So that's not great.
Oh wait, watch how he somehow does it. Was I about to? Yeah, I was about to lose again. I guess if there's one thing I'm pretty good at in Puyo, it's digging, and that's it. But yeah, so
But yeah, like Sony show, I would say like completely fucked it. Like I've lost like a lot of like I guess like regard for them. Like it's just gone to the toilet.
it was the worst show of this E3 by far, and probably the past like when was Wii Music?
No, like I wouldn't say it's that bad. 'Cause, like there's been some disastrously bad Ubisoft and EA shows these past few years.
Okay, Ubisoft didn't put out Rayman. That's the only shit I care about from them, and they like no new Rayman Legends-esque game or
No
just.
shit. Like they sent Rayman Legends out to die so they wouldn't have to make any more of them. Like, oh, this didn't sell 5 million. It's dead. We're not making any
But that
more.
doesn't make any sense. They're great games. Everyone loves them.
It literally doesn't fucking matter. Ubisoft's like executives are like heartless cold bastards who want nothing but cold hard cash.
But
It doesn't make the raw
Rayman,
money that Assassin's Creed does, so it may as well not exist.
the Ubi art thing, they're gonna just throw that away.
Yep. There's a reason why like Michel Ancel like went away to like start making his own indie game company on the side because they wouldn't let him make anything he wanted. They're like, fuck off! You don't make like the 10 million Assassin's Creed does. You are literally worthless to us.
Also, Girlwood wasn't at the conference. People seem
She's still doing like TV show shit.
sad.
That's why she wasn't there last year, and I assume this year as well.
She wasn't going to her kid's graduation.
Fuck, I don't fucking know.
Yeah, that's Sony. Like, once again, us talking highly at the end is exactly what they wanted, I imagine, because they want you to forget how terrible the first part was, but I'm not forgetting.
No, they wanted you to love that first part. They wanted you to
Oh, well, yeah, of course,
yes,
but-
The Last of Us 2 will be the game of the year next year, and it won't. If anyone has any sort of sanity, sense, good taste, it fucking won't.
Please tell me they never do that again.
I fucking hope they don't. I fucking hope they have the self-awareness to realize, maybe we shouldn't just completely fuck everyone about for half an hour.
And imagine being there, like, having to move as well. Like, that's probably annoying as shit.
Yeah. I mean, better or worse than that time, Microsoft shoved a bunch of ponchos on the audience, like audience members, to make them take part in a Connect dance. Like that happened, and I'm still stunned.
Yeah, okay, maybe it's not as bad as some of that. I completely forgot the Kinect existed. Oh, jeez. Well, there goes my innocence.
You get a good seat the first time, get a crap seat after the move. Yeah, exactly.
And then, like, you could see
that
the audience, like, during the Panfu guy and during the, what's it called? The Japanese game.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, the audience, like, a lot of the audience members were, like, moving around. Like, they didn't look very
Fidgeting,
comfortable,
yeah.
I think they thought they were going to be moved again, too.
Yeah, it was seeming that way until like they just continued after Ghost of Tsushima in this one hole.
Like, if they were doing a room for every game, then, like, it wouldn't just be a screen with, like, rice on it. It would just be, like, they actually planted rice in the audience.
I mean, to be honest, they didn't even keep. They swore that they were like, "Oh, we're gonna mainly focus on our 4 major games, like Ghost, Death Stranding, The Last of Us 2, and I think the fourth one's maybe Days Gone." But Days Gone only got like a shit trailer in the intermission, and that was it.
I thought it was going to be Spider-Man. Like, everyone was expecting that.
I mean, like, yeah, but I think the thing they said Days Gone in their E3 description thing they sent out to describe it. When they were like announcing their show's format, they said Days Gone, but it seems they changed their mind to Spider-Man at some point. So that, you know, like, Days Gone is going to be dead on arrival. Must pass a challenge to move to the next one.
I was genuinely afraid of 3 more intermissions because they said it
I
was
was
going to be
expecting
about
it.
an hour. So I was like, "There's no way. There's no way they can fit 3 more intermissions here unless the game trailers are 2 minutes long and then they start an intermission again." Uh,
But yeah, like Sony show was probably the worst this year.
not probably, not probably.
I mean, I'm still debating against
EA
EA.
didn't offend me, and I wasn't even there.
EA offended me, but
Like
come-
it was the standard bad E3 shit. Like we all knew. It was
yeah,
gonna
I
be that
guess
anyways.
this was a special new thing. I guess that's a fair point. I would say then, yeah, Sony's
Oh
probably the
yeah,
worst.
did anyone expect that Sony was
Sony the
gonna do
worst.
this? No, because it's so unreasonable.
I don't believe we've seen a year where Microsoft had a far better show than Sony.
So
Like that
it's.
stuns me.
I mean, I think we haven't seen an E3 where Microsoft had a good show. Full stop. You know.
Yeah, I mean, fair, touche.
And then they fucking did it this year. It's so weird. I can't get over that.
The very same year, Sony completely fucks it.
Yeah, they definitely like bad year to have a bad conference.
Yeah.
Microsoft isn't dead yet, baby. All right, let's get to the meat and potatoes, the wheelhouse that I can actually contribute in. Except, unfortunately, they announced no games, so I have nothing to talk about. God fucking damn it.
They did the 9-cent hang of a plumber in it, so you can't talk about it.
Okay, come on now. I know I forgot about like Fire Emblem and Xenoblade, but like to be fair, Xenoblade is like an expansion, right? It's just DLC. It's not anything big. Fire Emblem's big.
I mean, I wouldn't.
It's
they
a
say
big
expansions, so it's like it's not just a DLC level.
Oh yeah, isn't it getting its own physical release too? That's so weird, but
Is it?
I think I saw something like
sick
that
if it
before
is.
going live. Yeah.
Man, I need to start Xeno too. I don't want to start until I've beaten like the Danganronpas, so I can just dedicate time to Xeno.
Yeah, I want to play Xenoblade 2 as well. Like I might just buy it.
Have
even
it
though I have
sitting
games
here.
already bought and on the to-do list.
I have it sitting here still, like big fancy LE. So,
But yeah,
if I remember it up first was
you have to do this because I only have Smash.
Demon X Machina.
Oh yeah, that
Which-
weird mech game that they opened with.
Marvelous published. I didn't see the developer's name. They're a new lot who are formed of ex Armored Core
Shit.
developers, so they know their shit. It's a big mech fighter for like Switch exclusive mech fighter. Like lots of flying around, like swords, just fucking cutting things to bits, like destroying giant mechs. Looks like multiplayer action and all that. It looked rad as hell. Like that. Like I am there day one. Like that looked fun as fuck. Like the mechs were all like fantastic designs. The art design was great. It looked gorgeous. The music in the trailer was rad. Like it was just like a fantastic opening all around. It was like, oh man, like wasn't expecting this at all.
It didn't look bad.
Yeah. Demon X Machina looked extremely good, and I can't wait for it. It's like out next year, like everything else. That was followed then by the trailer for the Xenoblade 2 expansion, which is like called the Golden Continent or something. I think like.
I mean, I don't think either of us know anything about that, so.
Nah.
But hey, more Xenoblade 2 content for when we finally get to it is good news. So.
Yeah. And like more Xenoblade 2, which was welcome because it's Xenoblade 1 gameplay, which was great. And then I think that was when Reggie came on.
Games are fun. He was in the same exact area as before, so people were like,
Yeah.
"Is that his house? Is he just recording it from his house?"
Maybe.
I don't even know what Reggie did. He picked up Joy-Cons and then something was on the screen. That's all I remember.
Novella can tell us that the expansion is actually pretty cool, so that's good.
That's good. Rex.
Then
this
Reggie
is
had his
HP.
little speech. Reggie had his little speech about I don't know what is the nature of a man faced with demons or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I wasn't really paying attention then either.
Then I forget what was. I think Fire Emblem was next, right?
You're asking the wrong.
Yeah,
thing.
Fire. Yeah, actually, you literally just tuned.
No,
out
that's
the
not
second
true.
one.
I was watching it. It's just, Smash took up the last 30 minutes, and then the only other thing I said I'm gonna buy is Mario
No,
Party.
that's right. Mario Party, Super Mario Party was next, then whatever.
What do you mean, whatever? Is
What?
Mario Party without the car? Are you kidding me? You can play as Bowser, you can play as Gonkba. That's...
Yeah, but still no online.
Oh,
So
hey,
don't give a fuck.
hey. Well, even though my brain automatically was like, there's no online, without me even thinking about it, they didn't say it. But, I mean,
They don't need to. There's not gonna be any.
of course, now, while we... Like, you have friends that you can hang out with. Actually, I have Luke.
Yeah, I do,
I have Luke,
but
so
like
we're
I
good.
don't know how many of them want to play Mario Party.
It's Mario Party, what the fuck? What the fuck are your friends
I mean,
doing? It's Mario. It's not car Mario Party. I have to say.
I can probably get it. Yeah, I can probably get them like talk them into it. Like sure, so we all love slagging each other. So baby,
I don't think
we have gatherings. I could probably find use for that. Yeah.
it looks like it's not developed by ND Cube. I hate those fuckers so much. They're the only developer I know, except for From Software and Platinum Games, I guess, because of you. But I only know those guys because I hate them. I hate them. So, I mean, they can't be working on it because it's not a car. That means whoever's developing it is listening to the fans. So that's definitely not them.
I also like how they just circumvent the numbering entirely by calling it Super Mario Party.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, Mario Party 11. It's just like whatever. Did you see?
Yeah, that's just piss taking with that.
Did you see the box art for it? I love how alive it looks. You know.
I haven't seen it now.
Nintendo's killing it with the box art too. But I'm excited for that. It's not like that 3DS game where it had that weird gimmick where everyone moved at once, and also it was on the 3DS, so no one was gonna play it anyways. It's not.
I might get it for like gatherings, because man, maybe I could talk people into playing
I
it.
think it's gonna be just like it's gonna be Mario Party, old Mario Party-ish.
Yeah,
We'll have to see
it
if
has an actual board.
We'll have to see if it's actually good. But the fact that you can play as Bowser is very interesting because he was always the villain character. And now, who's going to be the villain character? I guess it definitely makes sense to have Bowser playable, but it's kind of a weird thing to see at the same time.
Watch it be Toads.
No, Toad's going to be playable for sure.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like generic Toads is just taking up the other roles.
Remember Mario Party 9 and 10 where they were like checkpoint Toads?
Yeah, I do. And then after that was Fire Emblem Switch, which is now known as Fire Emblem Three Houses.
I was like, what's that? Oh, it's 9! Oh, I just now realized. I was going to make a joke like 9 doors, 9... What was that game called?
Like 9 doors, 9 persons, 9 lives.
Yeah, I was gonna say, 3 doors, 3 persons, 3 lives. Fire Emblem.
And I have to say, Three Houses looks so good.
It looked
Like,
weird.
They look nuts. I mean, this is what like console Fire Emblems like looked like. Well, except for like the army thing, which is
Yeah, the army thing was
like
weird to me.
the grid system and how it like looked really nice. Like it looked like just up-res. Like all the character models look fucking gorgeous. Like I'm pretty sure Fire Emblem Warriors was like half practice for this. Like, because they bear a lot of resemblance to that, but in the CG style the series has been using, that general art style the series has been using since Awakening. Which is done by the artist who did the art for No More Heroes and the art style for No More Heroes. It's like actually extremely close to that, which is like great because it's one of the best art styles in games. So like it just looks like Fire Emblem, like proper Fire Emblem, but now we have like a hub you can run around in like full 3D and talk to people and all of them. They have like little animations and everything. It looks like actually like a extremely high budgeted Fire Emblem. Like the battles now, every time your units go on the battle, they're joined by like a bunch of faceless mooks to make it actually look like armies fighting. Because it's a lot harder when you have like a lot of, if it was just 2 people in a field at like this like fancy high resolution big wide open fields, it would begin to look a bit silly. Whereas the handheld ones could get away with that.
I mean, I always thought that was the implication, where each character, like when I play Fire Emblem Heroes, each character is leading an army. It's just like this is the army's avatar.
Yeah, basically. Like, it's essentially that, yeah. Where the neither just like actually depicting it visually.
I mean, because when you think about it, The characters are as big as forests and mountains, so.
I mean, like, for some units, stuff like the dragon units wouldn't make sense, but...
They're all dragons, you know.
Yeah, the dragon stands by itself.
Yeah, I think this is where Pikmin
like,
4 went, because the army's charging, which is very weird. Reminded me of exactly like in Pikmin 3, that charging mechanic. Oh, what did I do? Oh, fuck. Okay, we're good.
He actually played this one game for an hour and hasn't restarted? Yeah, I guess he has.
Yeah. I'm not actually doing anything impressive, I'm just digging, but
yeah, like, Fire Emblem Three Houses looks extremely gorgeous. It's like, it looks like it plays like fantastic Fire Emblem. Like, I'm really excited for it. Like, I'm really looking forward to it.
we'll have to,
It's also like,
we'll have to see if the writing is good.
I mean, like, I feel like it'll be fine. Like, I don't know, like, I don't have a lot to worry about in that sense. Because, like, I know some people are like, well, Heroes writing is great. Yeah, but Heroes is also, like, a mobile game. Where they have, like, 5 text boxes of space because they're limited by the format. So, like, what can they do, really? Whereas, here, it's, like, big proper Fire Emblem, they have to, like, actually nail it again because, like, the criticisms and, like, issues with, like, fates still hang overhead, so they need to prove themselves, and they know, like, they definitely know that.
As long as they know. The only thing
It's like, the Japanese fans certainly wouldn't let them forget it.
The only thing we have to go off of is the fact that of the 3 main characters, 2 of them are male instead of female. Very interesting.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen the 3 main characters, though.
There's like art of them. I think I linked it to you even.
No, you did, but the thing is that was just 3 characters. We know that the girl, like, I forget her name. Like,
It was a pretty dumb name.
It was. I wouldn't say dumb. It was a German name.
What?
So, don't be racist.
It reminded me of a word though. What word was it? I don't even remember.
Like, it's a German name. Like, all I got 2 of the names there were German names. So, like, again, don't be racist. But I don't think those are necessarily main characters. The girl seems to be from her prominence in, like, the CG scenes in the trailer.
I think like they were labeled.
One of those guys.
The main characters,
I think
though.
One of those guys is like one of them because he was also like prominent in the CG, and then I think one of the other ones isn't. He's just a guy. We'll see, like, when they actually tell us more about it and all. But it does, like, look extremely good, and even Fates, like, yeah, sure, like, the writing is bad, but like, the Fates Conquest was actually apparently, like, extremely good gameplay wise. Like, added a bunch of, like, new elements and shit that were actually, like, made it quite difficult and, like, quite tactical. So, they still got the gameplay chops, so, like, there we go.
We'll just have to see.
And after that, I believe, was then the main course.
For 30 minutes.
Well, there was a sizzle reel first, which had Dragon Ball Fighters in it. Just in a sizzle reel, like, that wasn't one of your big announcements. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, because it's a game that's already out. Who cares?
Again, the people have been screaming for it since before it came out for this system. Like, you think they'd flaunt that?
Yeah, but I think that
whatever.
Nintendo thinks that that's every game, so they're dulled to it by now.
Oh yeah, Octopath again. They showed off Octopath, and then announced, like, there's a prologue demo coming out in like 2 days. So
oh yeah, another
have
demo.
save data carried over to the main game. So that's great.
I think I'm only really curious, like, if Mike streams that, because he streamed the first one at least. But I'd tune in for that. Why am I building up like this again? Wait, we forgot. Oh no, not Mario Party didn't come then, you idiot. You fucking moron. How could you forget the main course of the E3? Fortnite on the Switch. You fool.
Anyway, on the Smash.
No, hold on. Actually, I have any. Well,
you don't have anything. You're just, like, saying this gag to drag this out on the Smash.
It's a point of contention, though. People think that it's shitty, but, like, you can only do Nintendo good, right?
Oh no, like, there is actually a thing to discuss. I just remembered. if you played Fortnite on PS4, you can't play it on Switch. Sony have locked your account out.
Oh,
Whenever you
Sony.
whenever you like make an Epic account to play Fortnite,
Okay, I got it.
it gets bound to your PSN account, and Sony have locked out your Epic account to use it in any other version of the game. If you have played Fortnite on PS4, you literally can't play it on anything else.
Oh.
Play it on Xbox, you can play it on Switch. If you play it on mobile, you can play it on Switch. You play it on PC, you can play it on Switch. All these work fine together. You played it on PS4, you're fucked. You're locked out. It produces like 2 very specific error messages that say Sony have locked the thing out and you're not allowed to play it.
Classic Sony.
So like there you go. Sony basically fucked this for everyone else because they think everyone else are pedophiles and unwashed filth. Like I'm not kidding. Like really, Novell. Like there's people shitting about this on Twitter. I retweeted 2 things about it even. Like people are like fucking pissed about this because it's just Sony being complete cunts and just like.
I mean, they did this with Rocket League.
I mean, the thing is, Rocket League didn't have like Rocket League. You could still like, you just use your like your Nintendo account, your Xbox account, or whatever to play it. Like Fortnite, like you're counting of all your items, all the things you may have bought or whatever, all your time and levels and all that. You literally can't use that in any other version of the game if you play it on the PS4 at all.
Also, it's not just we hate Nintendo; it's we hate everyone else.
It's everyone else. Okay. Like it's not just Nintendo specific. You can't if you play it on PS4, you can't play on Xbox, PC, or mobile.
I feel like
as well.
I feel like if I was the Fortnite devs, I would take my business elsewhere, but. Maybe not.
I mean, it's kind of the problem where, you want it on console, and the thing is, the PS4 is 4-1 the Xbox One right now.
Oh well, yeah, that's obvious.
In terms of hardware distribution, so it's kind of like
money.
This is what I mean. Sony's back to being the arrogant, smug dicks because they're on top. No one has the sheer numbers to provide raw competition just yet. And, Microsoft is kind of circling the drain still. They've made an effort this year, but they've been circling the drain too long and they can't reverse it. So they just need to hope that the next Xbox puts up a sheer fight.
Well, that's good. Just build.
If there is a next Xbox. But basically, just don't play Fortnite on PS4 because then you can't play it on anything else. Without making a whole new account and starting from 0. So yeah, that's fun. Right. The main event time then.
Alright, on the count, on 3, let's both say our first impression, or what, how do I want to say this? The most prominent thought after seeing all of Smash Bros.
Okay.
I don't think you understand. Never mind. Because the idea was there was going to be 1, 2, 3, and then I would say it's ugly, and you would yell Ridley.
I was gonna yell engage Ridley, motherfucker.
Okay, so I should have just done it.
Yeah.
But yeah. It's not. I don't know. Do we want to?
I also disagree. You're saying it looks ugly. I don't think it does. I think it looks quite nice.
I think for some characters it looks good, but did you see Mario and Link? It just some
they
characters
just
look very bad. The cell shading is shitty. Ugh.
I don't know if we're looking at the same game because they look fine to me.
It's just this is gonna have to be the next Smash game. This is the Smash game I'm gonna have to look at. And I'm not very pleased by that, but maybe I'll get over it. That's gonna be the biggest hurdle, I think.
But yeah, Ridley and Smash, it happened.
They did it.
They did it.
It's funny. I mean, I was just I don't know shit about Metroid. Just people want Ridley in, and Gavin loves Metroid, so I'm happy for him. Basically, that's big.
He's here,
and I mean,
he's here.
It's funny because he still kind of looks too big. They could have just shrunk him down, but they have him hunched over most of the time. It's very weird.
Yeah, And if you just like you idle for a bit, he makes these hideous bone crunching noises as he stands back
he stands up because he's hunching over, like his bones are hurting.
up.
I mean, if like you couldn't get in Smash Bros because you were too big, would you make that sacrifice? I would. I think Ridley understands that he would. He looks real like.
Can we like talk about his fucking amazing reveal trailer?
Oh yeah,
Where he just murders Mega Man and Mario.
Yeah, it's like you see Samus walking in. The atmosphere is pretty Metroid-like, so I'm like, this is Ridley. But I was like hesitant to tweet it in case it wasn't, in case they were japing us, because they've done that before.
Like, when I saw Zamos up front, I was like, oh my God,
it's like this has to be it. And then it's as you expect, like the back characters start getting picked away, and then Samus obviously steals the show from there. But
yeah, she just kind of like sighs and goes like, "Ah, fuck's sake."
it's just the fact, like everyone's saying this, but I still agree. The fact that Nintendo let Mario actually be skewered through the heart, and like his fingers are like oh my God, bent in this way that shows that he's in like excruciating pain. I'm
like Mega Man could like actually impale. The tail goes out his back like quite a bit. Like he got impaled through the chest.
And then, like,
it was sick.
Mario's hat fell to the fucking ground, and then Ridley did the Mario Odyssey motion.
Yeah, the finger, he put the cap on his finger and twirled it the same way, and it's like, you sassy cunt.
So it's nice that Metroid's getting another rep, and it's classic Ridley, you know? It's the purple Ridley everyone knows, and...
He has his Super Metroid, like, red skin as an alt, and he has his mech skin from Metroid Prime as an alt.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Oh, wait, people were like, he has was it?
Yeah, it's Meta
Ridley, but not Mecha Ridley. It's still like the same word.
Mecha Ridley is pure robot, and Meta Ridley is like Cyborg Ridley.
I was like, I know nothing about Ridley. I was watching that Game Explained video that was released like 2 days ago for the case of putting Ridley in Smash. So I didn't even know that was a thing, and they were like, well, like Mecha. Is Mecha Ridley more powerful? I don't know. Like, could be the...
No, Meta Ridley, technically, because he's a bunch of, like, extra weapons just built into him.
And they were like, that could be his final smash, and then he shows up as the purple Ridley. And he would use his tail move, and he does, which is cool. And he shoots the fireballs,
his moveset is basically,
which he does.
Entirely Super Metroid. He has the fireballs, he has the grab, he has, like, the tail whip, the tail stab. Like, it's all the Super Metroid moves, and it's sick.
Yeah, it's cool.
Like, he looks amazing.
And it's another villain in Smash, thank God.
And basically, yeah, I'm just gonna, like, play as him, like, immediately.
And he doesn't seem like a zoning character, so... I can't get annoyed. Hurrah!
Speaking of zoning characters, like, the other main bit of news that made me happy out of all that, besides, like, the Zelda designs which you can get to, Zamos, as one of her tweaks, can now, like, charge mid-air and also charge cancel.
Right.
Which is just like, boy, we're gonna fucking get lasers up in here.
It's like there's so many small quality of life changes in that, like, that they revealed, because they, like, come through almost every character. No horse. Just I don't have to on that one, but yeah, like showing. No, shut up, shut up. Yoshi's so fun, but like, you know, describing like little changes. Olimar's helmet breaks for 1 second. That's worthy of a highlight, but not Yoshi's change possibly. Okay, anyways. So many little things like that. We can't go over all of them. But one that definitely stuck out to me was when someone blasted off the screen in past games, you would only see the circle of where they roughly are relative to on screen. But now a mini map shows up, which is like insanely good because you can actually tell both where you and your opponent are. If you're knocking someone off or if you're knocked off. It's just really good. It might even help create more mind games or some shit.
Yeah.
What else did I have? Oh yeah, and then all the stages have Battlefield versions now, so it's not just Final Destination. Thank God. I don't actually like Battlefield because I play as Yoshi and he's aerial combat and the platforms get in the way. But it's such a cool, it's a cool change. People were asking for it. I'm pretty sure. So that's good.
It's slightly more interesting than Final Destination, so
yeah. What else? Try to just read off of the good.
Sure, go
I
for
have
it.
the good, the bad, and the hopes. But another good thing is they revealed the Squid Kids moves, and they're like I thought. Like all the moves are different weapons, so each weapon's getting properly represented. I really like that.
Yeah.
I don't know how useful the inking mechanic will be. Sonic fucking destroyed that inkling in the Invitational, so it's not a very good look. Not very.
I mean,
good look.
to be fair, no one has played the Inkling before now, and everyone knows what Sonic does.
Yeah, it's just like they didn't use the inking mechanic, so we can't really know for sure. But it's definitely interesting. Like the fact that the shots don't just ink the person, but it's also a rapid jab is really good.
Yeah.
Definitely a fan of that. The ink brush
also
looks
does lingering poison damage if you hit them. If your ink's on them, they take damage over time.
I thought it was they take extra damage.
No, it's damage over time.
Is it? When did they say that? Because they said extra damage.
I mean, that's what they meant by extra damage. They showed it, but then they showed someone's health tick down.
Huh. Interesting. And then you refill your ink by shielding and going into the ink, which is interesting. So Inkling looks like it could be interesting. I was looking at all the alts for it, and I'm like, I don't really know which one I'd choose. Of course, Gavin will choose the schoolgirl outfit.
The schoolgirl
not even a contest. I knew immediately. But for me,
I saw that and I was like, yay!
Yeah, nothing really for me. I think might go to the standard shit. What Chris did about the Inkling. Either way.
I guess about its combat abilities or something.
Oh, okay. And then the other good, I main Yoshi. So I looked at the video that they released for Yoshi, because they released a video for every character, like a little 30-second video kind of showing every character off.
Yeah.
Yoshi is keeping his aerial moves. I don't know why. I thought that they might remove them, but that's good news because that's the most fun part of Super Smash Bros. Full stop. The egg throw kind of looks like it might still be shit though, but I have no way of knowing. So I hope not, but it probably will be. What else? Echo Fighter's actually a fucking genius idea.
That is, yeah.
Because it's like, we've seen in Dark Pit, where it's like they're basically the same character, but then they have one or two different moves.
They have statistical or tweaks
to
their moves that make them play just slightly differently.
So
different move sets on in Street Fighter, if you pick alpha or beta move sets to change how great your super is and what certain attacks do. It's basically that. It's another fighting game mechanic, and that's actually a really good introduction.
Well, really, it's just great because it allows them to add more characters without much effort, like Daisy.
Yeah.
Which was an alt skin up until now. And I don't really like Daisy, but the Daisy fans, they're rabid. So,
I I like her just because extremely loud, but...
That you like that?
Yeah.
I thought you had an actual reason to like her and not the reason that I hate.
I like her because she's extremely loud and energetic. Yeah, exactly. It's
but you don't like Toad? This doesn't make sense.
Yeah, because Toad makes me actually die inside, whereas I actually like Daisy's voice. Her shouting Nintendo from a Mario Party game or whatever makes me laugh my head off.
Yeah, Daisy. Hi, I'm Daisy. Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
She needs another actual game before I can respect her. Because Waluigi's already the sports dude. I have that in the bad section, though. We'll get to that.
Okay.
What else? Bomberman's in the game. Bomberman
as an assist trophy, which is perhaps the most we could have hoped for.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think that's bad. Everyone's like, "Oh, he's an assist trophy." But
yeah, but I love my lad. I play like Bomberman was some of my childhood favorites, but like
Look,
assist trophy is probably the best he could have swung at this point.
I know people have probably made like good movesets for him, but I can't
You
really.
could by like making them have like different bomb types because they are in the game. So like there's the spike bombs, the remote bombs, like like hard bombs, bubble bombs, shit like that. If you pick that off like certain games like Bomberman Generations, you got like fire, water, light, and wind bombs.
Yeah, it's like
You could make stuff out of it basically.
I think like as an assist trophy, he places a lot of bombs, and then it's up to you, the player, to like see where the bombs are and how like where the pluses are going to appear when they blow up. I think that's interesting. Unfortunately, that's also in the bad, so we'll get to that. But it's nice that he's in Smash. Just people were a little more grateful.
The fact that these are always is extremely welcome because like I wouldn't have expected it. Not putting them the way they are.
And then like Bomberman's designer died recently, so people are like,
"Oh, did he? I didn't know
this is spiteful or something." I'm like, I'm pretty sure that person would be very happy that Bomberman was in Smash. So
especially since it's like it's the OG purely classic Bomberman design.
Well, you're not talking about the Xbox Bomberman, are you?
No,
not. I mean, but you weren't talking about in contrast to the Xbox Bomberman. I mean,
I don't know what you mean.
Like when you say they're using the classic Bomberman look, the only other Bomberman look I can think of is that one.
No, because like, he's had like various little looks over his games, like Bomberman like 64 Generations, like the GBA ones or the S ones, different art styles, slightly different designs and stuff. This is just pure, just completely unfiltered, no add-ons, nothing, just plain old Bomberman. Just as he was drawn originally all those years ago. Just plain ass Bomberman, that's what I like. It's like, oh, it's my boy. I remember him from the Super Nintendo.
It's good, but it's sad because he's never going to be used. Because items suck. Sorry, Bomberman. But that's the truth. Oh, this is
I mean,
good.
if you're one of those people who plays like Smash or items, why are you even buying the game?
What?
Why are you even buying the game?
You're playing Smash for items?
If you're playing without items.
It's kind of more fun without them, I'm going to be real with you.
It's really
I was watching the Invitational where the items were on, and I was like, ooh, really wouldn't want to play with this.
I feel like that's A, taking it too seriously, and B, limiting the fun.
No, it's just because in Smash 4 especially, there were items that were just too OP, and some of them are back, actually.
I mean, yeah, I get that, but like saying it generally is like kind of like, nah. Like saying generally, like, oh, like just always have items off. Like, nah, mate, like leave them on. It's just more fun that way.
I guess that's where we can differ, because I can kind of understand that, at least. Yeah, Pokeballs. Pokeballs are good. And of course, Final Smashes. I'm fine with Final Smashes. But
I really like the changes they've made at the Final Smashes.
Yeah, that was also in the good section. Like, on one hand, it's bittersweet because we're probably going to get more stand next to Final Smashes, which I hate.
I would infinitely prefer that to here's a completely uncontrollable wandering smash that you just completely wasted. Goodbye.
I guess it's just like the Smash Balls still look fragile. In the Invitational, that dude took one hit and then the Smash Ball flew out of him. So I'm not looking forward to having a stand next to Smash as the horse. But actually, as the horse, I just kind of wasted it anyways, just so other people couldn't use it because his Final Smash sucked, and that's why I want to see validation. But yeah, it's like nice because they're a lot faster. Like Supersonic is a lot better because it doesn't compromise the fact that he flies around the screen and keeps damaging people. It's just automatic, so it's less annoying to play, and it's faster. Yeah. So you don't have to wait 5 minutes for the enemy to stop pissing around, and you can finally get back to fighting like actual people.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, like it's just like fast, it's quick. Like all the the faffing about and pissing about has been taken out.
And like Giga Bowser's so good, I love it. He is,
yeah.
There's a marker, and then he punches, and it like takes up 1/4 of the screen, so it's not shitty. And it just like basically instantly kills anyone in it. It's so good because it's like it reminds me of Galaxy 2's final boss, where he kind of punches.
Yeah, he just swings in out of nowhere and slams his fist into the thing.
So yeah, like I'm really excited to see Yoshi's, but I'm not excited for stand next to Final Smashes. I wonder how counters are going to be, actually, thinking on it. Well, considering all the characters are probably the same, it's probably not going to be that good.
Yeah, it's probably going to be the same way.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. What else?
Snake's back.
Snake is back. His ass isn't as good. So, you definitely...
David Hayter is voicing him again. 12 out of 10, Game of the Year.
As long as he doesn't have broken hitboxes. Which he probably isn't, because I'm pretty sure Sakurai knows what he's doing this time.
Yeah,
So.
he was very disapproving of some things in the Invitational, I hear.
Yeah. So, like, now Snake isn't going to be a joke character, I think. You know, he's going to have his actual shit together. Which is great.
I'm going to say on that note, we should probably point out that the whole thing about this is that it's literally all the characters in the series history.
Yeah, I was going to get to that, actually.
I'll go for it.
Well, not really yet. I don't know.
Alright.
I'm of the more negative mindset for that, I think.
Okay, you're being the joyless cunt about it.
I think I am, yeah. But I understand why people are happy, at least, you know? But,
yeah.
I mean, on the bright side, which kind of goes against my argument, even, that I say that I'm happy that Pichu is back and he still damages himself.
Yeah, it's kind of...
Poor Pichu, dude. And, like, the thing that kind of bothers me...
I guess I respect the dedication. I'm gonna go get a drink of water shortly.
At least I'm not alone, apparently. But, is that it? Yeah, we talked about Final Smashes. So, actually, the next point on my thing, other than, you know, kind of doesn't look that good. Also, this is subjective. I think that I don't really like the box art. It's nice that they use actual art for it. Like, kind of like the Pokemon Pichu and Eevee. I like that aspect. I just don't really like the art itself, unfortunately.
I haven't seen it.
I'm not buying the game physically, so woohoo! Wee-hee! Whoa-hey! But yeah, regarding like all the characters, really I'm just like, I feel like a lot of the old characters could have been culled. Like, they would have been better off being cut. Just because some of them are, you know, not that good. I guess Pichu would be one of them, right? But like...
Yeah, he would be number one.
But like, it's just like, because the caveat here is that Sakurai said that because all the characters are returning, there aren't going to be many new ones. And that's kind of the point that I'm hung up on, because, you know, of course it satisfies people because everyone has a main, right? And every character is mained by someone, except for maybe Pichu. But he's a fun joke character though. So
yeah, I'm gonna go get that drink of water.
Okay,
I'll talking because I got.
Well,
like,
but
headphones.
You have to hear the points since you don't agree.
I will hear the points. I got
right. Of course. How could I forget? But yeah, like just I feel like you know, it's okay. There's like a lot of the clone characters which don't take a lot of work, and yeah, there's always that whole, well, they don't actually take up slots argument. The slots argument isn't even real, and I agree. It's just like there's still development time being devoted to all these characters, and there are a lot of those characters since all of them are coming back in this one game. So it's definitely taking up development time that could be on a like newer, more interesting reveal. Since like a lot of the fun in Smash is like seeing the new characters, not seeing all the old characters. Not that, you know, it's bad to have them, of course, but that's generally how I feel about it. Like, a lot of the old characters, like, I don't really care for. But the thing is, a lot of people do care for every character, so it's hard to make the argument to get rid of characters because, obviously, you can't please everyone. And this is kind of the best alternative, I guess. The also kind of weird thing about it is I'm pretty sure the clone characters that have already existed aren't going to be turned into echo characters. Is that what they were called? You know, the kind of clone-like characters. They're still going to have their own slot on the roster and shit. I think just because, to keep in line with that that idea that everyone used to main like this character, so having them turn into an echo character would be like disingenuous or whatever the word is. So it's just kind of weird. Dr. Mario has a what's it called? A spike now, though. That's interesting.
Yep.
But, it's kind of just how I feel about all the old characters returning. It's like, I understand why it's a good thing, but I personally would have rather not had it be a thing. You know.
See, I get that, but like, I feel like this is the better way of doing it for this one. Cause
Well,
it's kind of like
oh, I was about to get to it, I think.
this
You're
feels
thinking.
no, cause like I have a point against. I know what you're gonna say, and I have a point against that, but like,
Okay.
uh, this just feels like more of just a general series-wide celebration more than anything. Is that kind of thing of like just everyone loves the old games, everyone loves all this shit, just bring it all back.
But are they bringing back wave dashing?
I have no idea.
I don't think so. They have the
It was, it
directional
was
air dodges this time, but I don't think you can wave dash.
it was the thing with the GameCube controllers. Like this is just one big, just everyone gather around just to smash you all and no one love as is. Just fucking have at it, rather than like let us craft a whole new fancy video game one.
But Gavin, it's a port now.
It's not though.
Did you hear that? You know, people saying that
I
it's
didn't.
a port because it has all the old content.
That's fucking stupid.
That's really good. It is a port after all. But yeah. But my little conspiracy theory that I posted on Twitter was that it's called Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and normally people use the word ultimate incorrectly as like, fucking amazing and great, but really it just means like the last thing, the
Yeah, it is that sort of thing of like the last thing, like the final thing carries a sense of being the last and greatest, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. So like, it's kind of interesting to think about like, what if it's called Ultimate because it's Sakurai's last Smash game, and the reason why all the old characters are back for this one is because it's Sakurai celebrating all the work he's done on the series thus far before he goes. That's a little conspiracy theory to put in your pocket. Yeah, I mean...
Why is my stream... Like, it's been... I just called it OBS doing it, the encoding preset overload again. I don't understand why.
I feel like I've kind of had that in the past, but I don't think it actually did anything negative. So.
No, like, because like, I've watched playback or record stuff that does it, and it just chose. Like, it just tanks whenever that happens. So that's but like, I don't think it affects the audio, but like it definitely tanks the video, and that annoys me. I don't know why it's spiking to like 75% CPU usage either. It's very weird.
It's because my words have such weight on the computer, literal weight on the computer itself.
I need to fuck about with this, like, whatever's going on here. I just need a new like a new video card. This one like can't handle this shit.
I'll wait for Bitcoin or whatever Devolver's Bitcoin was to fade away.
But yeah, like I was like
Ultimate.
Yeah. See, the thing is, in Japanese, it's actually Super Smash Bros. Special.
Oh, okay. So it might be a mistranslation.
And I don't think mistranslation. I think it's the localization department punching it up to make it sound better.
Yeah, retranslation or something. Okay, so
yeah,
that kind of debunks that. But who knows? Who knows?
And the fact that it's called Super Smash Bros. Special over there reiterates my thing of like, this isn't meant to be like a completely 100% brand new one. This is meant to be like a celebration, like an anniversary sort of thing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
This is the special one. It's like, yeah, this is a good old time. It's like all the good shit about Smash you know and love all in one place.
Except the looks.
Actually, I'm quite happy with all the looks.
I can't get over it. Oh yeah, also Wario, like, I really wish that they would just make Wario's default design his normal design instead of the WarioWare one in Smash.
Yeah.
Like, the options there, but of course his icon is the WarioWare one. In all the art, he's the WarioWare one. Like, come on. That's not really a downside, though. Yeah, that's interesting, actually. All right, now let's get to the real complaint here. The big complaint they add Echo Fighters, which is essentially a reskin of a character, and they still decide, well, Waluigi doesn't deserve to be a fighter, even though we're clearly listening to the fans and putting Ridley into the game. We're not listening to the Waluigi fans and making Waluigi a Wario Echo Fighter or something. Bitch! You bitch developers, no!
The thing is, they actually, like, gave a response to it at E3. Like, someone asked them to give a proper response, and the thing is, they're right. They said, like, they didn't want to do it because they didn't think anyone would actually wanted Waluigi like sincerely. They thought it was like all the fandom and all that shit about him is insincere, and it's like they're right.
No, I don't think that's true.
No, because it's entirely based on a mimetic version of the character that does not exist. This character has not been in any actual game. He has no actual real serious personality. Like
That's
he's
not
like
true.
he is just a continued gag. Like no one. He has nothing that could be like sincerely, truly enjoyed as a character, as opposed to just a joke.
I could see how people could misinterpret that, but I don't think that's the truth.
No, I think that is like correct. It's like every time someone says what they want Waluigi in, it's because they just want the Waluigi jokes. I don't think they actually genuinely want him in as a character.
I mean, Mario Tennis Aces has something to say to that.
But what do you know? He's in there as a joke because he has the fancy joke moves and the joke shit. You know.
It's a personality. It's a fun.
I'm not saying like, oh, you're filth
like.
for. Yeah, but like it's not. It's only most of it is based in just internet jokes that they didn't themselves write.
But they're making
like all
they're
like,
making
like
him
the
something
shrieking
people
of like
love anyways.
Like all the shrieking of like wow this and all that. That's just something people do as like internet jokes. It's not really anything they've done, and that's what they're kind of getting at, is that they don't feel they've done enough with him to justify him as a character in Smash.
Yeah, but like, I don't even like those jokes, and I still like Waluigi. I don't know, I can see where they're coming from, but I think it's a big misunderstanding. I actually had a counterpoint to my point, actually, though, where...
Your own point?
Yeah, because it's like, you could make him an Echo character, Wario, but I feel like they would have to change... Like, because Daisy has animation changes and stuff, but like...
Yeah, but she's the same general build
only a
of
few.
hitboxes.
Like, to justify, like, what would Waluigi do as a fart? What would Waluigi... Like, you could have Waluigi riding a bike, but it'd be kind of weird. But, I don't know, I think maybe they could have made it work. But I'm just like, come on, man. This is, like, the perfect opportunity. But I also kind of think that, as if it is a celebration of all the past Smashes, they want to keep all the assist trophies the same, and you can't have a Waluigi assist trophy and a Waluigi character, so they chose the assist trophy over the character for the sake of what's it called, legacy or whatever.
Consistency.
Which, you know, whatever. I'm also like into another point. It's not a negative point. It's just an observation. I think like, do you think all the past stages are coming back, or do you think the fact that they didn't say that means that it's not actually a thing?
Don't think it's all of them. I think it's gonna be like probably most, but not all.
Yeah, I feel like they would have advertised that if that was the case, and they didn't.
Yeah.
Like they say all the characters, everyone's here. I feel like they would have had a little point like, and all the stages too.
It's gonna be like all the most iconic or distinctive stages.
Well, they have a lot of shitty stages that people don't like in there. So that's making me really hopeful.
I know, I saw Spirit Tracks as well. Like I saw Spirit Tracks, so.
I kind of like Spirit Tracks, but I'm talking like
I don't.
New Pork City, Great Cave Offensive. It's making me hopeful that Pac-Land is coming back, because that's my favorite stage in the series because it's a meme.
Great Cave Offensive is a hilarious level to play in 8-player Smash.
Yeah, I never play an 8-player Smash, and it's annoying. It's so zoomed out too, but.
I mean, you'll probably be able to do it at that convention at some point.
Oh, you know what? Talking about bad, I'm very upset with how they did Moray Towers, or the Splatoon stage in general.
Why?
It's like that weird, awkward-ass shit, vertical kind of stage. Like, the only thing that makes it different from Congo Jungle and Ice Climber stage that no one likes is it's not an auto-scroller. Like, it doesn't look like it's fun to play on. Everyone's just going to want to smash at the top, and that's it. Because,
I mean, it looked pretty fun to me. I don't know.
I mean, I actually like Moray Towers. Oh my god, I suck. Oh, this isn't good. I love the actual stage of Moray Towers, but to be fair, I don't think they would have had another way to do Moray Towers.
Why is my CPU so usually just spiking randomly? What the fuck are you doing, computer?
Are you running out of disk space or something?
No, like nowhere near it. Like it's the CPU is just like randomly spiking up to like 80% usage, and I don't know why.
Oops, you know, Val. You're gonna miss the best section. The section everyone
See ya,
loves.
Val.
The hopes. I think that's all the negative stuff. Predominantly, that it doesn't, for me, it doesn't look that good, and that there aren't going to be that many new characters, which is a shame. A dang shame. We got Ridley, though.
Yeah, really, so I'm fine.
The thing is, they're going to add Armsman. I know it. And I don't like
I mean,
Armsman.
for sure, but like if they can like make Min Min as an Echo Fighter,
Yeah, of course. Or just even a... Well, no, because I guess normally costumes are just recolors that look like the other characters.
Yeah, but like, even if it was just a costume, that would also be fine to me.
I hate Springman.
Like costume or Echo Fighter, one of the two.
I hate you, Springman. I wouldn't be surprised if Ribbon Girl was a Echo Fighter, actually.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Because she has the jumps, so you can make her do that.
It'd probably be like, she's the Echo Fighter, and then Min Min is a costume of her, or something like that.
Alright. So I think that's like everything, right? Oh, yeah. The Invitational, Bayonetta did her usual Bayonetta shit. And no one was happy about, including me. Because I haven't even played a Bayonetta game, but I feel like Bayonetta deserves better. Because I feel like everyone hates her. Because she's just not fun to play against. And I feel like that's not fair to her. So I kind of hope that when Sakurai says, you know, there are a few bugs, and that one tweet that said Sakurai was SMHing his head when Bayonetta did that, I hope they're true.
Yeah, I don't actually believe that tweet.
Yeah, nor do I. But I hope that he does change it, because it's just like kind of sad. I'm kind of worried for Cloud too.
I mean, like part of it is like, yeah, like sure, like that's probably really annoying for competitive people and all, but at the same time, that's really only fitting for Bayonetta. Like she like just if we were talking like sheer power levels to everyone in this game, she would be top by like just by leagues. You know, like it is kind of fitting that she is the most ridiculous bullshit character, because that's what she is.
Yeah, but I don't think that's the point.
This isn't a serious fighting game though. This is a little silly party game. You know, there's no about it.
Sakurai clearly cares about balance, so, and other people clearly do as well.
Other people do, but then other people also steal other people's CRT TVs so they can like forcibly play this game in places where they're not wanted.
In the bathroom.
And you know they also like forcibly like find like broken controllers just so they can pull off glitches.
It's not a glitch. It's a tech.
It's a glitch.
Yeah, I just hope that Bayonetta gets a little more balanced.
I mean, that's fair to want. That's perfectly fair to want. It's like, you know.
Shit.
Otherwise, everyone only plays her. But
Alright, I'm
my favorite
kind of
thing, one of my favorite things about it is like, about this whole thing has been that the reactions of the competitive Smash players screaming and destroying things around them when Snake appeared. I've seen like 2 separate videos of that. It's just like the most funniest shit. One guy just like broke his like nearby shelf and then picked up one of the pieces and then kept punching it throughout the rest of the trip.
I feel like that has to be like fake.
Yeah, but it's still fucking funny.
Like at least with the Aqua being Norted, I hate that term. It just sounds ugly. But yeah, at least with that one dude who's like, no, like you can feel like he was like an Aqua fanboy or whatever. So seeing that was like
genuinely heartbreak on that guy.
The best thing is like all the Etika reaction images and videos though. All right, now time for the best part. The part everyone loves about talking about Smash. And I don't have that many actually, but the hopes for Smash. Hope number 1, Guardian Assist Trophy. Please,
That'd be nice.
do it because you already have the tower stage. You already have Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild, like.
You are like, oh yeah, I didn't talk about the thing that I don't like about assist trophies, where they're when you KO an assist trophy, that counts as a point against the person who used it or a stock against them, which is kind of, I don't like that. That's like a very like it's too risky. I feel like I wouldn't want to play with assist trophies with that thing.
Yeah, but you don't want to play with items at all to begin with, though.
I know, but if I ever got the want to, which is occasional, especially with assist trophies.
To me,
assist trophies are in the same tier as Pokeballs and Final Smashes, where they're all right because they're interesting.
I would argue that they're like above Pokeballs in terms of like efficiency, because like a lot of assist trophies will just straight up fuck with someone so hard that they basically die. So if you can defeat it and get a point for it, that's fine. It's a fair risk for what was essentially it's a free kill half the time, depending on what you got.
I guess it depends how powerful they are.
Because like, as they were in like Smash 4, like a lot of them were just like, here you go, free kill. Because like they either did so much damage, they stalled you in place, they like just fucked you up, or like they followed you and made you like just keep you from getting in on someone or getting combos and distracted you, giving openings. Like they were such a utility that having like no risk to them was kind of eh. So now there being a risk element is actually quite welcome, I'd say.
Well, that's actually exactly why the Guardian should be an assist trophy. Because, I mean, can you just imagine it, like, walking on the stage with its weird winds, charging up a shot, a little cursor on someone?
If it's, like, with the music in the
Yeah,
background.
I mean, they wouldn't do that, but...
They wouldn't, but it'd be nice.
That'd be funny. But yeah, that's one hope. Because it's my favorite thing about Breath of the Wild, I think.
Discord died a bit there.
Oh. Are we good?
We're good, we're good. It was just, like, momentary.
I was gushing about how much I love the Guardians. Like I was looking in the background of the Grand Plateau stage and I didn't see any in the background, so... Actually, I'm kind of surprised that they aren't stage hazards or something. Of course, they can't reach you at the top,
yeah, so
but...
am I.
Like, you know, it's Smash Bros. You can flub a bit of the actual...
The details, yeah.
My other hope, obviously, the only character I ever actually want in this fucking series is Paper Mario. So, you know, of course... You know, he could have his own moveset because he has such a rich history of moves and, you know, allies that you can call upon. But now that Echo characters are a thing, I think I would be content with an Echo Paper Mario for Mario. It's just like Mario, but he's in paper form. And then maybe, like, replace Flood and his more, like, 3D Mario moves with Paper Mario moves or something. That's a hope that I genuinely have. Could see being plausible. Perhaps a unique Final Smash, of course. Since, I mean...
I don't think Echo Fighters will have the unique Final Smashes.
Maybe not. But they could.
I mean, I feel like the whole point is they just have, like, tweaks or, like, maybe at most one move changes from another. But mostly just, like, statistical tweaks or, like, mechanical tweaks on what is already there.
I guess, like, it could be...
Windows Explorer stopped working.
Could,
that would explain.
It could operate the same, but look different, you know? Like, I actually didn't see what Mario's Final Smash was in the Invitational.
I didn't watch it. Yeah, that's Windows Explorer dying, and that's everything frozen.
It's the fan, and then instead of fire, it's wind or something, you know?
Can you still hear me?
You are definitely dying. You're roboting.
Yeah, because my entire computer is suddenly choked and tanked. I guess like Windows Explorer has been killing itself.
Oh, that's great. Well, I mean, we're almost done here, I think. I'm just curious if you have any hopes or aspirations for this Smash Brothers video game. And then...
Hey, at this point, all I really want is like Min. So fuck it, why not?
You got Ridley, and I think that's all you actually wanted, ever, right?
I mean, at this point, that's all I wanted. Like, I got Ridley. Sick. We got, like, you know... really nice, like, they're using like the link to the past, link between worlds designed for Zelda. So like,
Oh yeah, that she's
some
so
nice.
pretty. Oh my god. I'm so glad that the style of the game doesn't make her look bad. She's so good. I love it because I was like, oh, not Breath of the Wild Zelda, but then as they kept showing her more, I'm like, she is so cute and so good.
She
I
is.
love it.
It's so.
I
Good.
really hope that she's actually good in this game. Please, Sakurai.
So like actually like great like aesthetic design. I noticed they have like the Dark World Zelda design as well
Yeah.
as one of her alts or skins, which is like yes.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. A disappointing thing is that the only different thing about Ganon is that he has like a sword for like a few of his moves. He's still Captain Falcon clone. And I was thinking like they.
Alright, hang on, give me a second.
Okay.
Just checking something here.